What up, you turkey gobbling ass motherfuckers? Welcome to another episode of Where All Adults Here podcast. We're the barbershop meets the hair salon. I am one half of the sexiest motherfucking podcast duo in the entire universe. They call me Ebby or Ebby the Stacked, and I'm with
Lee. What up, people?
And we have a very special co-host today. He is not a guest. He is a friend of the show, of everyone here. I don't know where this is going to go today.
It's gonna be like a roundabout.
Yeah, it's gonna be a roundabout. I don't know, but you know, we fuck with you. Welcome, welcome, Bari, to the show.
Welcome. Bari, aka the most attractive ugly nigga you ever seen.
So, we have been wanting to get you on the show since we first started, since episode 1, and I will never forget you saying, "Get a couple, do some more first." Mm-hmm. So now that we're 120, you're our 120th episode.
Really? 20s though.
120. Okay. What does that mean? No,
I mean, what isn't 11 times 11 121?
Yes.
Okay, so
yeah, but this is 120.
Yeah. Oh, this is 120.
This one is 120.
You were just telling me your birthday was 12/12, so drop the 0.
Yeah,
we got the 12. Okay.
Yeah, nice.
You rolling too?
Okay, Lee, we.
All right, I'll leave that out of it.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
my bad.
So it's not like he's our co-host today. He's not like a guest on the show where we interview. We're just gonna have a very candid and open conversation about probably a bunch of things. But Will told me 2 hours that he's hitting the button, so we have to be very.
I think Will said 1.5 hours.
He said 2, but we good. We good.
Okay.
We good. I don't think we're going to go over. For real, I don't think we're going to go over this time. Yes, I'm paying attention. So anyway, Bari, how's things been for the year? For you
this
so
year?
Far? Well, it's almost over.
Yeah, this year's been pretty shitty. It's been a pretty shitty year for me. It's been a lot of ups and downs with my job, working.
Yeah.
On the road, I've crept into a lot of loneliness. So it makes me think differently about certain things. What I'm gonna be when I'm 42, 45. Will I have little chaps to look after? Will I have anyone look after me? I don't know what, how I'll be. So it's been a rough year, but the most important part, emotionally, physically, mentally, I'm good.
Good.
It's just work related. Trying to hit that plateau. I'm really trying to hit that peak, and I'm trying to do a few things with myself. So
good.
It's only right to be upset when your progression is being slowed.
Yeah,
absolutely.
You know, sometimes when the slate is wiped clean, I don't know if you're religious. I'm not. I don't subscribe to organized religion, but I am a spiritual individual.
Right.
So I don't know what you believe in, but sometimes when the slate is kind of just like wiped clean, when the whole fucking table just get wiped, it's to prepare a different meal. So I'm glad that you're mentally and physically in a good space. You look good. I haven't seen you in years.
No, it's been a minute.
It's been a minute, but you look good and you don't look unhealthy.
Thank you.
So that's like you're not wearing your stresses from 2022.
Right.
But I'm excited to see what the next year brings you.
Me too. Because I'm trying to do something.
Yeah, I think you will.
For real.
I'm sure you will.
I'm trying to do something. Absolutely. And no, I don't be fucking prostitutes when I'm out there on the road.
Okay.
At all.
That's what they say about truck drivers. That y'all got hoes in every area code for real.
I could pay for it, but it's just gonna be in the form of a pizza.
Do they really be
alcohol.
Hanging out? He is dumb.
A sandwich,
Food.
I can't give you cash.
Why?
I'm not feeding your kids.
Maybe they taking Venmo and Cash App now. Would you send them some, some bucks?
Nah, motherfuckers is hackers.
Oh, you're right.
Fuck around and get your routing number.
Yeah, and it's over with.
And you can't catch a bitch when she steals from you. She gone. You ain't gonna find her. She's somewhere in Tibet.
Not Tibet. Oh my God.
For real.
Lee, how's your week been?
Bland as fuck. Work. Really? Yeah, absolutely. I'm thinking about not going in tomorrow. I'm thinking about just being done with it in general.
Good.
Making less money than I was. And it just doesn't serve me anything at all.
I understand.
I appreciate the experience though. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I think maybe I know by the end of this episode.
If you're gonna go in or not.
I'll go in for sure. And I'll send that text in it was fun.
It's been real. But
yeah. On top of that though, I did get hit up by a homegirl yesterday in a FaceTime. She said, "Look, I know you love feet. They might get on feet finding. Why you shaking your
Niggas
head?
with this feet shit, man. I can't, bro. I can't, bro. Them shits hit the ground. They hit puddles. You know what I'm saying? They be in socks 16 hours out of the day.
Like your toe sucked on?
Yeah.
I'm not really a big fan of it. I'm not even gonna lie. It's not.
I mean, whatever.
Yeah.
I did. So
Go ahead.
Lee and our homie D is big on feet, right? These niggas just talking about how long the other toe is from the big toe and all this
That's
extra
very
shit, right?
descriptive.
You know what I'm saying? If the paint ain't right on the toe, right?
my
A whole
God.
lot of extra shit.
Yeah.
So they've been talking this shit for years, right? So one day I'm in this room with this chick and I had the leg up on my shoulder.
Okay.
And I kept looking at that heel.
Was it cracked?
No, but
Oh,
I just
okay.
kept looking at it in my mind because I'm thinking about like niggas be like, yeah, they go crazy when you fucking with the feet and shit. Like, yeah, they go crazy. So I'm like, let me see what she do if I fuck with this heel.
Got you.
Man, I started fucking with that heel. That bitch looked back at me like, ooh.
Oh,
like,
really?
like when you start doing that. And immediately my dick went soft. I said, man, fuck these niggas. Fuck these niggas. Licking feet. Niggas got cheat codes to the game.
And you ain't even like her.
How
Like,
you
No,
get
at
mad?
all.
So why were you upset that she was turned on by it though?
Oh, because I don't like to do it. Therefore, I'm
So
not
now
gonna be
you
able
like,
to benefit,
yeah, I got you,
benefit
I
from
got
it.
you,
It's
I
just
got
like,
you.
oh, these niggas wasn't lying. Like,
Oh
fuck.
my God.
And I hate this shit.
and I'm not doing it
Yeah,
no
at all.
more.
Yeah, I'm not fucking with feet. Nah, that was the last time a
Oh my
foot
God.
came close to these lips.
Oh my God.
So she said get on Feet Finders?
Nah, she's gonna get on there.
Okay.
But also
Huh?
it's a website or app or something like that.
Adult Friend Finder?
It's called
Feet
Feet Finder or
Finders.
something like
Feet
that.
Finder, okay.
I've never been on it, but I know girls who've been getting on there and shit. Like I helped a girl pick out her username a few months ago for feet. But
What was the name, Lee? What was the name, Lee?
I was going to ask him.
Yeah.
I don't remember. She gave me like
You like
4.
a foot pimp or some shit like that.
Yo, you
What was
funny.
it like Lady Shoals or something like that? That'd be Magellan. You know?
Magellan. It is like you Googled, you went on the website.
And I've never been on there. I ain't
I've
been on
never
there.
even
I'm gonna
heard of
go
it.
on there though, because I'm tired of hearing about it, not knowing like what's on there. But nah, she said you can post videos on there. I know you love feet. You want to make some money? Maybe you can, you can do some clips where you like maybe massaging my feet, some type of oil or whatever. I didn't really give her an answer because I was too busy laughing. But
You should do it. Why not?
no, I probably will.
Yes.
I probably
You
will.
love feet.
I do, and I don't like her like that because I don't like her feet like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's perfect. But
You don't like her feet like that, so it's perfect. I would think it wouldn't be perfect, like
why?
for you to rub on her feet, feet that you don't like.
We're doing this for the guys who want to purchase
Gotcha.
her video clips. I ain't gonna like it.
Oh,
I mean, I get
you would
bread out
touch
of
feet that you don't like?
it. Absolutely.
No, he ain't gonna touch them.
I'm like, I don't believe that. I don't believe it.
No, that's a lie.
You would touch feet that you don't that you don't personally think is pretty, or
I've done it
what's wrong with her feet?
because I like the girl. That's why
Understood.
I've done it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Understood.
Again, it goes back to that whole like I could be with a woman whose head is subpar, not all that great. You know what I'm saying? As long as
Okay.
I'm into you emotionally and all the other shit, my dick gonna get hard regardless.
So for the purpose of making, some extra coin,
Yeah.
I could never.
Yeah, but
You
he
would-
also know the
Then
head
I
will
hit-
improve over time.
Maybe.
If you were in a serious relationship,
True.
4 years in, she ain't gonna be how she was in month
Very
2.
true. If she listens to you, yeah.
If she wants to genuinely please you,
Yes, agreed.
And that's what. Never mind. Because I'm about to veer
We'll get
off.
there.
Go ahead.
No.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
No,
go
we got
ahead,
2
go ahead.
hours,
Yeah,
remember?
go ahead.
Nah, we good. We good.
Go ahead, for real.
But yeah, so I don't know what I'll do as far as that goes. But other than that,
I think you should do it. Fuck it.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
I
Go
don't
for
see
it.
why not. You literally cannot lose here.
No, that's true.
You're not losing any investment. You're not
No.
making her believe something that
No,
is
no,
there.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
so it's
like we're
it's
cool.
all a win.
No, it is. It is. Yeah. We experience. So that's what it looks
Yeah,
like.
I don't need to see it.
Yeah, I want to see it.
It's a whole fucking
It's just a bunch of white toes.
12, a bunch of white toes.
Yeah. What? Oh, so these are the categories. Okay, so the
Oh,
categories
okay,
are
those are the
arch. I love a nice
Oh,
arch. BDSM.
there's different categories.
Boots.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Nice.
BBW.
That's crazy.
Okay.
Dirty feet.
That's-
Dirty
That's-
feet is a category.
That's very crazy. Ebony, dancer, dominatrix.
I'm missing a couple toenails. I need to put mines on there. Who like them Iraq feet? I got a Baghdad
I
on this
swear to
motherfucker.
God.
They got
For real.
flat feet, sandals, smelly. They got it
How they
all.
know it's smelly?
Sometimes guys do be buying like dirty drawers, dirty.
Oh, I know about the
underwear
panty
and
game
shoes.
already.
Niggas are
Yeah.
sick.
I know about the
Mhm.
panty game, but
Aren't we though?
Niggas, no, ain't no weed.
but dirty
No.
socks
You know what I'm saying?
Bar
Like
ain't in this.
for a nigga to buy dirty socks is is interesting.
Yeah.
That's an interesting thing. The panties is also interesting, but I could kind of understand because you could smell a woman's essence through her drawers.
But I wanted to be somebody who I'm into.
Smelled someone's drawers. Yeah. I mean, I've never done it. I fuck with bitches I don't smell. I'm not interested in smelling your drawers. Right. I'm sorry.
I'm already down there.
Right. Like, I'm going to eat the pussy. Like, it's fine. I don't need the panties as well. Like, I don't need that.
I like to get a whiff.
Right. And
fellas, don't forget to put that earwax in that pussy if you want to go raw.
That's disgusting.
Tell them what that means. Because I didn't know what it meant when he told me.
I seen it on like a movie or some shit like that.
No, it's whatever is in the earwax. It will cause a reaction in a female if she has an STD.
I've heard that.
And I've done this numerous of times. Yeah. Lee knows this. I used to go raw like 60% of the time. And I would come away clean most of the time because them bitches wouldn't jump.
Yeah.
But just to test myself, and I'm show you how dumb I am. I put the earwax in her one time and she jumped. I still put my dick in raw just to make sure
what it was that
I would catch something.
And you got something?
I knew she wasn't dirty enough to give me something that I wouldn't be able to get rid of.
Oh my God.
But I knew it was going to be one of them natural floating chlamydia gonorrhea things.
Right. That's some real ass shit. I appreciate the honesty there. But I love that you tested out. Like you are committed.
Name was Brandy.
No, don't do Brandy like that.
Oh, you ain't safe on here, baby. You ain't safe. She good though. This is 2011.
Okay,
that's 2012. That's a long time ago.
That's 11 years ago. Brandy gonna know who she is.
She don't listen to this, I'm sure.
Okay.
So she might
you
know.
Never know.
She don't listen.
You never know.
They don't know who Brandy is. Only people who personally know me know who Brandy is.
Oh my God.
And even then, they probably still don't know unless you used to work with me.
Oh my
God. Shit real, bro.
Will was dying. Very few people got him to laugh that fucking hard.
Yeah, you got the right nigga in the room
today. Anything else?
Other than that, Thanksgiving, just passed, saying we didn't talk about it really.
Yeah, I forgot. I forgot it was coming up.
Exactly, right? But I was glad to go down to my pop's crib. It was the first time I was able to be around my brother, mom, dad, all of them in 6 years. Since bro's not back here. Saw some familiar faces I ain't seen in some years and shit. So it was a good time.
Good.
I enjoyed that.
Did he cook?
Yeah, him and Pops did. They did.
Yay.
They both did.
Love it. What did you do for Thanksgiving?
I went to my fat friend house.
That's the best.
Ate good as fuck.
That's the best.
Shout out to my nigga D. Ate good. Mom's made
friend.
like his mom's made like 5 cakes. Fucking mac and cheese was on hitting. His bro made fried turkey. It was just a shit ton of food.
Yeah.
And it was a great atmosphere actually, man. I laughed just about the whole night.
I love families like that. I love that shit when you go bring your friends and your friends feel like family. Yeah. That's so much fun.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I just had to leave my parents in the dark, just chilling.
Oh.
I mean,
it happens.
Holidays for me haven't been worth anything since I was like 9 years old.
Got you.
My family is so spread out. My family is so lackadaisical when it comes to getting together, creating memories, new moments.
Yeah.
I haven't seen cousins that I grew up with in 10 years. You know what I mean? And that's on an easy scale. So holidays have really zapped me of just that exuberant feeling like, oh, it's the holidays. I can't wait to see so-and-so. I can't be around here. Yeah, now it's just like, nigga, who got a big spread?
Yeah, who's cooking?
I'm pull up with some weed.
Yeah. At least the environment though for Thanksgiving was good. It wasn't just like the food, like the people too filled you in some type of way.
Yeah, no, it was definitely fly. How about you though?
Thanksgiving we cooked. My mother and I cooked together. Mm-hmm. This was the first time that I cooked multiple dishes for Thanksgiving. I have been very slow on the cooking train and even slower on my big mama moments. I feel like it's not my turn yet because my mother's generation is supposed to be the big mamas and I'm the young fun auntie who brings liquor. But because we didn't go anywhere this year and my mom is older, the next day was her birthday, so happy birthday to Sugar. She's in her 60s now, so I was like, I'm gonna cook, and it was so good. Everything turned out so good. I really surprised myself.
Is the mac and cheese still there?
The mac and cheese gone.
I know. They
ate the whole fucking pan. So I made mac and cheese. That's usually my thing anyway. And then I made cook up rice, or it's a West Indian dish where you put meat and rice and beans and shit like that in a dish. I think the Africans call it jollof, or there's a version of it.
How'd you stumble upon that?
I'm half Jamaican.
Oh, okay.
So
I got a Jamaican boxing glove in the car if you want it. Given to me by my ex.
Oh no, I don't want nothing with no X energy on it.
It don't have X energy on
It
it.
might. It might.
I don't. Nice making boxing love sitting up there.
No, that
A
was
little
nice
abortion attached to it, but you know.
No, I'm good.
Okay. You
Yeah,
don't want the aborted baby boxing glove?
No, I do
Okay.
not. No, there's definitely some energy
Feel my pain.
attached to that. But no, I had a good time. I cooked multiple dishes. It was great. The kids ate. We played games. Just us, the 5 of us.
I played Twister.
No, we played Family Feud. Me and Zay were on a team, my youngest, and my 2 middle kids was on one team, and my mother was Steve Harvey. And she was having a hard time with that responsibility. It was interesting. And then there's this card game that we play just about every Friday called Mantis. It is fun. It's fun. Mantis. Yeah, where you steal cards.
Like praying mantis?
Yeah, like a mantis shrimp.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the logo is. It's a mantis shrimp. And you kind of steal the cards. You got to steal cards from each other, and it turns like it's fun. It's hard for me to explain, but it's fun.
Right.
So we played that. It was fun. It was like I had a very chill holiday. But let me tell y'all. So I worked Friday. I have my stuff in the store, so I take shifts at the store. I worked Black Friday. I worked Small Business Saturday. Those were 2 successful days. The day before Thanksgiving, I go and I wasn't gonna go to the gas station, but the sun was setting, and I said, "Let me get gas now before it gets dark." So I go to the gas station, and I have to describe what I'm wearing. I look like a regular, like I have on sweatpants and a t-shirt. Nothing crazy is going on with my look. You want something to drink?
I'm looking, trying to see what y'all got up there. Oh, that's Salon. Yep. Keep talking. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah, because I need y'all. I need y'all's. I want to get your input.
Yeah.
Oh, it's empty.
Dirty, man.
He picked up the one bottle that's there for decoration.
Amsterdam. Yeah, y'all true.
You want some wine?
It's a fireball right there. Some wine. It's a wine.
Fireball is just
Fireball
cinnamon.
right above your head.
Nah, that one don't want that shit. What's this? Seagram? God damn.
What's that?
You want that?
Seagrams.
You want some ice?
We on a podcast. Fuck it. Hey.
Okay.
You want some ice?
Hell yeah, I want some ice with this shit.
Yeah.
Usually I don't take ice, nigga, but yeah.
Nigga, this ain't on my time. You hear me?
Yeah,
You
this-
better fucking. Okay.
This will put some Sour Patch Kids in your kidneys, nigga. Oh, fuck that.
So yeah, I need y'all's. I don't
You
want
went
to say
the
it.
gas
I don't want to say
station.
advice, but I just want to hear what you have to say about it.
I know where you going with it.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay, so I have on these sweats and t-shirt. I finished pumping my gas, and then a car comes around, and it's 3 people in the car. So I'm getting ready to pull off, and
Pause. Were you wearing a bra?
of course, I'm
Okay.
My titty's too big.
I mean,
to
I don't
not
know.
wear a bra.
Y'all sexual liberation.
Understood.
Anyway.
My titty's too big to not wear a bra.
They
I
are big,
definitely had on
and
a bra.
I told you, don't come to this show with
And
them
I
titties
told you I
covered
do
up.
what I want. Okay,
Them titties need to be out.
purposely.
God damn. 6 inches at least.
So anyway,
Come on, Will.
we're at the
Gas station.
yeah. So he pulls up. This
Yeah.
guy gets out of the car,
Yeah.
and he's like, "Excuse me," and I'm very leery of shit at gas stations. Sunset, and I put the window down like a little bit, and I was like, "Can I help you?"
Yeah.
And he was like, "I just wanted to tell you that you're beautiful," and I was like, "Really?" My reaction was so like as if I don't get
You was
compliments.
thinking something totally opposite.
Yes.
And what time of the night is it?
It's maybe like 5-ish,
Oh,
so it's
okay.
like right before it starts
Yeah.
getting dark.
Right.
So I was like, really? And he was like, absolutely, you're gorgeous. He was like, your eyes are beautiful. And I was like, in my head, I'm like, my eyes? What the fuck is so special about my goddamn eyes and shit? So he was like, I just want to know if it's possible if I can exchange numbers with you. Very polite man. And I was like, sure. So I turned the car on and the podcast was playing. I was listening to the last episode.
Yeah.
So he was like, oh shit, were you on the phone? I was like, no, it was, that's my podcast. He was like, well, that's you? And I was like, yeah. He was like, oh my gosh. He does music and he's into finance and shit like that. So I was like, okay, great. I gave him my number. He told me his name. We, exchanged. And on the way home, I was like, did I just get picked up at the gas station? That never happens to me. Never happens
But I'm
to
proud
me.
of you.
Right? So, okay.
Yeah.
Why you proudly?
Because she don't, I mean, granted, she wasn't really going anywhere but to the gas station. But she's one of those who
Will's giving me the thumbs up. He's proud
she
too.
talks shit about not having nobody, but she don't put herself out there. She don't go anywhere for a man to see her, but she also don't want to be on dating apps anymore, which I don't fault her for
At
that.
all, I don't either.
I
right?
don't, but at the same time though, if you want to broaden your possibilities of getting a guy, you need to go out a little bit. But you
make
make
yourself available,
station, which you needed to do. It worked out.
I'm the same way.
Right. So we, he told me he was driving to go to out of state for Thanksgiving or whatever. So we was texting back and forth. Not too much. We haven't made plans. I'm not really like stressing it or putting too much thought into it or whatever. But there's two things.
Okay.
One, his birthday's January 1st. He is a Capricorn.
Okay. Is he short?
He's short, but I don't care.
Okay.
He's taller than me. I don't care.
So what's the number 2?
He is 11 years younger than me.
Okay.
11.
So, what's the problem?
So that's my question.
What's the problem?
I don't know.
What's the problem?
Is it a problem?
It's not a problem.
I don't know
It's
if it's a
just different.
problem. I don't know if it's a problem.
He's legal, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So what's the problem?
I don't know.
It's different for her. That's
yeah,
all.
I don't know. That's
she comes on here all the time and talks about the guys she go on dates with, fuck, whatever. This whole 11-year difference thing, this is new.
That's new for me.
So would you rather it be closer in age range so you feel like you have a better way of addressing or going about dealing with this? Because when it's 11 years difference,
I agree. I
you
understand
have no
that question.
idea how to
yes.
deal with this nigga that's 11 years younger.
I'm not even going to lie. It was difficult for me even getting hit on. I forgot what that felt like.
Wow.
So like, I'm being, y'all know how I am on this show anyway. I'm being very transparent. I really was taken aback that he was flirting with me just so coolly and just like, but like a little bit aggressive, which I picked up. I was like, he's a Capricorn. He had big Capricorn energy. It was like, I know what I want. I'm going after what I want. I'm going to give you compliments. I am polite and this, that, and the third. But like the more we text, I'm like, yeah, he's definitely a Capricorn because he's very like, when Caps just know things. When they know things, they know things. So it's like he's very, and I'm attracted to that. I like a confident man. But the age thing is interesting for me because I'm like, what do I talk to about? With the 26-year-olds? Like, we haven't gotten into the conversation about children or whatever the case is. Like, he doesn't know that I have kids. I don't know if he does. So it's like my mind. Lee tells me I self-sabotage.
Yeah, you do.
So I will talk myself out of this. So I said, let me bring it to the guys.
Just enjoy it.
So when you said Bari was coming on, I was like, this would be perfect.
It depends on what you want out of it with him. Because if you tripping right now about the age, it's because you want something serious.
I want something serious in general.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
So if it was just a fun thing, you wouldn't be.
It wouldn't even matter. You're absolutely right.
So that's what it is.
Right. For like, I don't have any plans for him, or I'm not even thinking about none of that actually. But just in general, my intention with dating now is to find life partnership.
Right.
So I'm like, that's pretty. Like, is it young? I don't know if it's young or not. Like,
I mean, it's legal, man. And the way he got out the car to compliment you on your eyes and shit at the gas station. You said it was 2 other people in the car too, right? Yeah. Was it guys or girls?
I think one was a girl in the backseat and a guy in the I think. Yeah.
That's hard, man.
That sound like
he jumped right out that shit and I was leaving. It sounded like a drug
We having a good moment right here. Good exchange.
Sound like a drug deal going down. That's what it sounds like. Niggas going to get some weed.
I was like, I had to switch gears because I'm like, he probably gonna ask me for money or directions or some shit like that. And he was like, I just wanted to tell you that you're beautiful. And I was like, wait, what? Me? Thank you. I don't know what to do with this. Like, I really was weird. And as I'm driving off, I was like, bitch, you so weird. Like, I'm talking about something. You a weird ass bitch. Like, you don't know how to take a compliment. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And I'm like, I haven't spoken to anybody. You guys are the first ones to hear about this because I didn't want to talk to the girls. Right. I wanted to talk to my niggas so that y'all could put me in check, essentially, like if I'm doing too much. Because I
just see it through, yo.
Yeah, I mean, got to see it through, I guess, you know.
You don't know what his intentions is yet. You already know what yours are. You're going to communicate that to him.
Absolutely.
I'm sure
you already know.
At some point, if you feel as though like y'all are, he's trying to meet up and see what's good.
The secrets.
That shit hit your chest.
The secrets is fucking
my chest, nigga. That shit's still right here, nigga. That shit ain't even got down there yet, man. That shit over there meditating on my throat. Nigga.
Oh,
God,
shit.
Damn.
That's funny. Well, I will, as usual.
No, I'm good.
as usual, I will keep you guys updated on that. Whatever
Yeah.
happens, the good, the bad, the fucking ugly.
I'm glad to hear it.
Are you?
Hell yeah.
I couldn't believe
mean?
that
I'm
shit. I
tired
almost
of
called you right away.
Yeah.
I
I'm
was
happy
like-
for you.
I got hit on at the motherfucking gas station.
That's love. And what day was this?
This was Wednesday.
Wednesday. Okay.
Yeah. I was getting off of work and I was like, let me
That's
go get this
typically when
gas.
you get a mass shooting story on the news Wednesdays and Saturdays. Y'all look out for that. Wednesdays and Saturdays you get mass shooting.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for
Go
that.
ahead. I'm saying, he met you on a Wednesday. Nigga might be a mass shooter. You never know.
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think he wasn't giving me mass shooter energy. It just was,
Okay.
there was, it's like secure. That's what I get from him. Very
Yeah.
like secure in himself.
But you could also think that he may think that you just some 25-year-old.
He knows now.
You know,
Okay.
Yeah, we know. He's like, you're a baby. When I said, because I was like, we have a lot in common.
That nigga got game.
He do. He do got game.
That nigga
He
got
do.
game.
He do. Because I'm like,
Ooh, I
okay,
can
like-
smell it.
yes, no, I
Oh,
smell it
yeah,
too. I do
yeah.
too. I was like, oh, he's trying to get all right, smooth Capricorn ass nigga. He a big cat. I
know,
said, you
him
got big
only.
Cap energy. He was like, no, I don't know anybody else who says that. And I was like,
Yeah.
now you know too.
Right.
So like he runs businesses. Like,
Nice.
you know, I said, I told him I run businesses too. I have a full-time, a part-time. And I do the podcast and I'm writing 2 books. And he was like, I run businesses. I have a full-time job. And he said the book is coming.
Mm.
So I'm like, we have a lot in common, you
Mhm.
know, as far as hustle wise. But I'm not, there's no mistaken, like Capricorns are hustlers.
Mhm.
So like money makers, business people, they're always thinking about how to make and save the dollar. So it doesn't surprise me.
Especially the save part.
Yes. Frugal ass niggas.
Stop using frugal.
And-
Niggas is cheap. Go ahead though.
Frugal,
I don't think
nigga.
she-
That's not
Yeah,
cheap.
go
I don't
ahead.
think
Yeah,
she
go ahead.
is.
Go ahead. Go ahead. We done been through this already. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
I think frugal is an accurate word, but
Yeah.
so you know, we'll see what happens. I just thought it was very interesting because
That
that
is.
never happens to me. And we were just talking about how unapproachable, because Lee asked the question
Right.
last episode with
Mhm.
the guest we had on here, Reese Raps. Shout out to Reese. She
Mhm.
said he asked if we think we're approachable,
Who, black
like
women?
visibly. No, just us
Them
too.
two in general. Like,
If we think
what
like
kind of faces do y'all
we
feel y'all
look
have on? you know?
approachable, and I've been thinking about that. I was like, am I approachable? People
Mhm.
really like, they like to talk to me, so maybe I do look approachable. But as far as men are concerned, never. I don't get hit on like on the streets and shit like that by niggas at all. If I do, they are people that are clearly like homeless people that are trying to look for money, and they give me a compliment here. But I mean, that's all that happens. Like I don't get.
It's
I get
turned
looked
into
at.
an uncommon way to approach women. Everything's
Is
been
that
online for
why?
so long that niggas have lost the way how to holler in person.
Is that why?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I'm like, I mean, I know I'm not washed, so I
Yeah.
guess I'm okay.
I must also say though, like,
That makes so much fucking
but it
sense.
also makes sense that he's a Capricorn and he approached you.
He hopped
because-
out of that motherfucking
because
car so fast,
you don't have a hey, come here, come talk to me kind of look.
okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like me, the women I'm attracted to, I like the standoffish looking ones.
Yeah.
The ones who the guys be like, man, she probably stuck up, probably want a lot of bread from niggas. I'm attracted to that. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Because I don't know if that's really who she is. You know what I'm saying? Deep down inside, I know there's something else in her that everybody else don't get to see and don't get to experience. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So he probably saw that in you. You know what I mean? Like she looks
Maybe.
mysterious. She looks interesting.
I don't know,
So-
child. But we gonna
Yeah,
see.
keep us updated.
I
I'm
am.
glad to hear it.
We're gonna see. Okay, so we did have a question that was very similar to this.
Mhm.
But I'm gonna save it for next episode because I really want to get into the topic itself. Lee and I, did you send it to me? Because I'm about to open. Yes,
Yeah, I
you did.
sent you, yeah.
So Lee sent me does he know about the post?
I told him about it yesterday.
Okay. So Lee sent me a post, and I'm not gonna read the post yet.
Okay.
But it basically, there's like this common thing between women now that men are talking too much. And before we get into that, I just want to find out from the both of you. I don't know how you were raised or who you were raised with, but we know that men from back in the day were quote unquote strong, silent types. The majority of the men, because not everyone is a monolith.
You're right.
But were you raised by men your dads or your male influences who were strong and silent or who were vocal as fuck?
Strong and silent, but vocal when need to be.
Okay, so not a pushover.
Mm-mm.
I mean, I wouldn't think that at all.
Right,
about
right,
Pops. But for the most part, like his conversations were long with his niggas.
Yeah, man.
But not with mommy.
Very, very minimum with mom.
Yeah, okay. All right. Strong but silent in the house. What about you?
So, I feel like I come out of the 0.5% of black people.
Okay.
Not the 1%, not the 10%. I come out of the 0.5% because not only growing up with both parents, biologically both parents. My father was also born in 1941.
Okay, so he's older.
So
yeah,
by the time I came around, my pop was turning 50.
Got you. Okay.
So yeah, that generation, they don't say anything until they need to.
Yeah.
They're not silent, but they're not going to do the back and forth.
They're not doing the back and forth.
They'll let the woman have it.
Yeah.
For a while, but once no means no.
Yeah.
You can't.
There's a thing like, I'm gonna tell your father or wait till your father gets home or wait, you know what I mean? Yes. Because it's like what dad says, that's it.
My
it's
mom
over
never
with.
Whooped me.
Really? It was always your dad.
It's always my father.
Yeah. Holy
always.
shit. My grandfather was the only like older man, like because my dad wasn't around. My father was a vocal man, though. He wasn't one of them type of niggas. He definitely would put a bitch in her place real quick.
Now, question: are these women saying men in general, or are they directly talking about black? Okay,
I'm gonna get to it. I'm gonna get to it.
Okay.
But I want to build, you know what I mean, some context around why you guys would think the way that you think about this. Is this topic
very old school?
I know. Yes, this topic is more for you guys and for me to understand and maybe give some input. But really, I don't, because I'm not a man, number one, and I wasn't raised with a man in my household. Right. But the man that I did have as an example was my grandfather, and he was strong but silent. When he came home, everyone's like, that's when we ate. No one ate dinner before dad came home, and that was that. But he was also loving and funny and friendly. Like it wasn't like a scary authoritative figure in the house.
I could say that's more so the respect that woman has for her man.
Yeah.
I think it's more that than him just being him.
My grandmother was and is still the vocal piece of like, she the one that you really ain't want to fuck with for real. Dad was the one you didn't want to disappoint. He would whip your ass. I think I may have gotten one ass whipping in my whole life from him when I was a little one. But other than that, like you knew he wasn't you don't want to fuck with him like at all. Right. My grandmother was like the one. And then my mom, obviously I was raised by her. So she was both types of authoritative figures, or both energies rather, in the house with me. Do you think that the way that your fathers were gave your moms a sense of calm and security within being submissive? Or
my mother wasn't submissive.
Your mom wasn't submissive.
She just did her job.
Okay, so what? Okay.
She made sure that because my mom worked, at least early on, my mom worked 12-hour shifts at the hospital.
Got you.
My mom would
she worked.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Legit worked.
Yeah, my mom would make 3 dinners for the week.
Wow.
On Monday, because she knew come Tuesday through Friday, she's not even gonna be here when it's time to eat.
Wow.
So my mom's did shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So, but no, my mom is not that submissive ass woman. She knows how to be a woman, and she knows when she's gone too far and all that extra shit. But as far as her like not being vocal and all that other, hell no.
Oh,
that's
shit.
not happening.
Okay,
at all.
That's really interesting.
That's not happening.
Yeah,
and my mom got an old soul. Oh, She was raised by her great grandmother out of Mississippi.
Oh yeah, them Mississippi women, them Southern women built different. They built different.
I didn't grow up with that. My grandma popped her husband. You know what I'm saying? I didn't grow up with them women that, which is crazy because I love very soft, submissive ass women.
Right. That's why I said that's
and I probably love that because of the type of women I grew up around.
with. Yeah.
Cold.
Was it combative?
No, not well. My mom gets very combative when she really feels like her stance is the right stance.
Understood.
So she's not gonna let up on that.
Yeah.
But my grandmother, my aunties,
not really combative.
Nah, they're not combative. You you just not about to say whatever.
Yeah.
They're not just about to let shit fly. Like
Yeah.
for real, it's just not happening. So yeah,
Yeah. I got you.
Mm-hmm.
What about your mom?
Shit. The question.
Do you think it made her comfortable to be submissive?
Oh, absolutely.
To your dad.
Man, my mom was country as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like from Shelby, North Carolina.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Red dirt. So my pops, he peeped that early on. You know what I mean? He knew that she was pretty green. He from Buffalo, New York and shit. So yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay.
She depended on him a good bit.
There's no submissive women in my family.
None?
Same.
Really
No submissive women in your family? Mine either. My grandmother was not submissive. She just, she did her job. She did what she was supposed to do. She took care of the house.
What's submissive to y'all though? Because I feel like men can be submissive too, and some people disagree with that.
Well,
I think submission is a personality trait or thing that you tap into within your personality. I don't think it is assigned to a gender, because there's lots of men who are dominant in their daily lives, like at work and shit, and they require to be submissive in their personal relationships because they exude all of that during the day. But I don't really, I've never seen my grandma, again, the only example that I have, be like, I don't want to say docile because I don't want to confuse the two, or conflate rather. I think she just ran the house. Yeah. Like, she just ran the house. She just was that bitch. And whatever she wanted, she got. Unless it was unfeasible, unless it was, like, she never disrespected my grandfather in front of us ever. It was never any, like, talking down to him. He was the man. He came home. His plate was fixed. Like, he's paying the bills. He don't got to worry about shit in this fucking house. It's clean and all of that. But she ran the ship. So
they had a great, it was a team.
They had, they had a great balance. They really did. But which you know, births very opinionated and strong women in my family. You know what I mean? Because we watched our grandmother, my grandmother do that. So it's like, fuck it. Fuck these, like, these, I needed a nigga like that. That's gonna pay the bills and shut the fuck up. That's deep. Basically, I'll make your plate, I'll cook your food, but everything else is mine. I say what colors go in the house. I say this, that, and the third, and I'm saying I want to go on this vacation and yada yada. As long as I'm fucking you and I'm cooking for you and the house is clean and the kids are good, you don't have nothing else to say. Right. That's how I was raised. You know what I mean?
Got it. Definitely.
There's only like one version of submission we know. And that's why I think women are having the biggest triumph with niggas saying, like, I want a submissive woman and blah, blah, blah. It's like, well, because the only idea of submission we have is from back then.
Yes.
Right. And women can still be submissive today. It doesn't have to be 1950 submissive.
I agree.
I actually feel like the submission that is needed today is y'all just need to know when y'all need to be that soft ass, I can't do nothing.
Agreed.
Female.
Agreed.
It's nothing wrong with being vocal.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with having your opinion.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with saying, I don't want to do that. But when your niggas say, hey, we need to get the fuck up out of here.
We need to go.
Hey, that's when you need to understand this is when I need to be the girly girl. Okay, baby, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
You don't need to be like that 24/7.
Right. Yeah.
But you need to understand that shit.
Yeah.
You need to know when to be a female. Other than that, what's the point of me being with you?
I do agree with that.
I might as well date me.
It's very hard to do shit like that for women who have had to be aggressive or had to call shots in most of their lives. Like women who've been single for multiple years, it's harder for them to submit because it's like, I don't know if it's safe to do that or I don't know how to do that. And I think maybe it would be a good idea if we vocalize that. Like, if I get into, I don't know how I'm gonna be in the next relationship, right? But whenever I get into that, and if I'm not being submissive enough, I'm going to ask him to show me. Tell me what it is that you need for me to do. So that way I'll know, instead of like, oh, isn't it natural? It might be, but it also might be buried underneath traumatic events or, you know, not trusting people or defensive mechanisms, whatever. It might be something I need to work on, but we don't know that until we get into a situation with someone.
I hate the word submissive. I've said it on here before. I hate that word.
I
don't feel like it's really necessary for real.
It carries a negative energy.
Yeah, if you fuck with me, if you get me, if you understand me, if I understand you and I fuck with you, we're gonna work for the betterment of each other.
Yeah.
Sort itself out.
Yeah.
Men shouldn't have to say, like, I want my woman to be submissive.
But
men should have to walk around.
But they have to
saying,
now because most of them they not even in the middle. They aggressive and combative as fuck.
Who you talking about, the men or the women?
No,
The
women. There's on average they just are.
Stop choosing those women.
It's not about choosing them, bro. It's just this is what their minds are progressing to. Their minds are progressing into a I'm working for myself. I'm getting my own shit.
Yeah.
So with that, it's only going to come with diminishing
so
their femininity in general.
Leave them where they at.
Yeah, that's fine. But that's what I'm saying. It's more than a 50-60%. Even a soft ass female is still mentally on her grind, or
Very
she's
much
on
so.
her. They not sitting around waiting on men anymore.
No, not at all.
Yeah. So
But I feel like these women are more submissive than guys give them credit for. These
Yes,
women
I do agree too. But
yeah.
we're not going to do that for just any nigga who come along.
Right.
And I think that's also an issue, is that guys assume that you're just supposed to be submissive because you got a dick and I have a pussy, therefore I have to submit to you.
That has to be earned.
It
bro.
has to be earned.
see, and that's where I think shit get confused.
Yeah.
Submit to me and being submissive.
It's different.
It is.
But submitting to you requires for me to know that I'm safe. That's what submission is.
Okay.
I have to know that I'm safe, period, in all the things. So if you want me to submit to you, then I got to know you got it. You got me and you got it. So that way I'm not thinking about the it's and the me. You got it all.
Yeah,
That's hard.
I don't need you to submit. I just need you to know who run this motherfucker.
That's hard to do.
Well, it may be hard, but you're going to get with the goddamn program.
It is. It's hard to do. And I feel like it's an
real.
earned thing. It is actually, it's an earned thing.
When we go to breakfast and 4 niggas walking down the street, ooh, she got a fat ass. What you want me to do?
Defend her honor. That's what you're supposed to do.
Right. So you want me to get dragged by 4 niggas? Yeah, I'm gonna need you to know how to, be a female when you really, really need to be female. I want a person to be themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't want to be in competition with my woman.
Yeah.
Period. I just don't.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
I
Like
don't wanna be in competition with you.
tug of war for everything.
Yeah, we're not doing
it's whack.
that.
Yeah.
No, we're not doing that.
Do you guys think you're more like your dads?
I know I'm like my dad.
Yeah.
Like a motherfucker.
Or like your moms?
I got a good mixture, a good blend of both.
Yeah.
The weird side of me, that's my mom.
That's your mom.
You know what I'm saying? And my dad's side is just the work part and just never complain and nice, generous and shit. My mom's the same way as well too. But yeah.
Okay. I got you. You say you like your
Yeah. Well, my mouth comes from my mother. For sure.
When you said that about your mom, I was like, that's where
my mouth
I get it now.
My mouth comes from my mother.
Understood.
You always said that.
Like a motherfucker. But that integrity I have,
it's from your dad.
Oh man. And it's strong. And it's real strong. Like I'm not moving off my plateau at all.
Understood.
At
Yeah.
all. It's not happening. It's not happening. I can adjust.
Right.
But who I am at the core is who I am.
Yeah.
And shit gonna flow that way or I don't have to flow at all. I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah.
And I think what women tend to forget is men ain't sitting at home in their bedrooms hoping to be with somebody.
I agree.
We just not. We're not even fucking wired that way.
Yeah.
So they think they're really holding something over us, and you really not. Would men at some point love to be in a enticing relationship and an inviting one and a happy? Of course, we're all human beings, but we're not wired that way. If you give a man enough tasks to do, by the end of the day, he's not even thinking about it.
Yeah, that's so true.
Okay, ooh, damn, I'm by myself.
Like I ain't got nobody cooking and like I gotta do my own laundry.
At 8 years old, we don't think about getting married.
Yeah, that is so interesting because I don't think enough men are saying that. Like to women.
Because niggas are bitches.
But see, even that is not a difficult concept to grasp. You know what I mean? Like, y'all don't grow up thinking about your wedding and your fucking who you're gonna. I mean, you think about who you're gonna fuck and shit. Like, oh, I want to fuck this one.
No,
like,
we don't think about it. We see it.
Right? You see it, and you like,
her.
oh, I want to have sex with her. I want to, kiss her or whatever. When you're a kid, but as adult men, you're not fantasizing about partnership.
No.
But
we get to a certain point in our lives where we desire it for sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm 32 years old. I'm not trying to be fucking by myself.
Right.
But I ain't crying at night because I'm by myself.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here. I'm going to jack off and watch Pornhub and play some video games.
You'll never have like one of those like one of those nights where you just feel like
I'm a Libra, bro.
Yeah.
Of course I have them.
Right. That's what I say. Y'all lovers. You know what I'm saying?
Of course. I'm a
Yeah.
believer. Niggas, I love love. I love the fuck out of love,
Me
which
too.
is why I get so frustrated when shit is not working the way it should. And the reason why it's not working is just because of she just being how she want to be.
But do you ever feel like you get in your own way sometimes? I know I have.
As far
for
as
sure
what?
In the past, relationships and shit,
In the relationship?
sabotaging shit.
I feel like Lee knows some shit.
No, I mean,
Of course
listen,
Lee knows some
outside
shit.
of my brother, I've been around him more than
I know.
anybody else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I have sabotaged relationships, but I sabotaged them because I knew it wasn't going to work for me.
Okay.
But then again, I could also say on the other hand that I didn't give enough leash as well.
Yeah.
And some of that is just because, my leash ain't that long with y'all either.
Yeah. And that's okay. But there's the flip side to that. It's like if you don't give a little, you're not going to get a little.
No, I know.
You know
No,
what I
you're
mean?
absolutely right
So
about
it's
that.
like, I think I was the same way. When we first started the show, I was very just like, nope, cutthroat,
Yeah,
nope,
big
nope,
time.
fuck out of here. Like, I'll fuck you, I will date you, and I will get rid of you.
Mm-hmm.
I will block you. You will have no access to me. And niggas will be like, what the fuck did I do?
Harsh.
Very much so. But because I was that way, at the ends of the day, I'm still by myself. And like you said, I am a woman who fantasizes about her wedding.
Right.
Like, I want to be a wife. I can't wait for the day that I am with my partner and we can do partner shit and like all the corny fucking, you know what I mean? Couple things. Like, I think about that because my brain, I'm wired that way. So I'm like, the way that I am is not conducive to that.
Right.
Like, it's not going to line up. If I keep cutting people off at every fucking thing that they do that doesn't align with what I thought I wanted or I thought I couldn't bend with, I'm going to end up by my fucking self fucking these bitches' sons when they grow up, when they're adults. And I don't want that. That's not the future that I want for myself, nor for my children.
Right.
I want my kids to see a healthy Black relationship that they can aspire to. Like, I didn't get that. Well, I'm talking about my grandparents is my point of reference, not my mother.
Right.
And I didn't live with them. So, well, I did, but not all the time. So it's like, I don't want that for my kids. And their grandmother is single. My mother is still single. She's 61 by her fucking self.
All the women single in my family.
I don't want that for my daughter, for my sons. I don't even want that for my boys. You know what I mean? To just be, so I'm like, I have to change.
Okay, so why do you think y'all, let me why do you think, and I'm gonna get real specific about this, why do you think most Black women choose the men that they choose? Because if I can statistically show you that majority of Black men don't have kids, can't say niggas don't take care of the kids because majority of them don't even have them. So why are they choosing who they choose?
Necessity of them not wanting to be by themselves. There is a thing that is ingrained in us as little girls that our purpose is to be with a man or have partnership, because not all of us like men, but to be with a man, that is our purpose. To give him babies. You are aspiring to, they had schools dedicated to this, like to be the best, to look the best and shit. So it's like ingrained in our DNA that no matter what, choose a nigga and choose the whichever one likes you back and stay with him and stick to him, all of the things. So I think women want to be chosen. And that is what keeps getting us fucked up, because it's like your purpose is not just that. You have other things. You're put on earth to do a lot of things with your life. So yeah, I think that we really just be wanting a nigga and we'll fight to the deaths for one.
But what y'all choose though?
They choosing them because they want.
What I'm saying,
they
the
think
type of
It's
guys
so
they
interesting because
choosing.
they all keep choosing the same
type of guys. Yeah.
in different bodies. And it's like,
So,
y'all smart as
I
fuck.
could have been one of them
I'ma
niggas. Lee could have been one of them
Yeah.
niggas.
I'm gonna tell you
Lee don't have
that
problem getting women. He ain't making babies either though.
Right. So they there's like a set standard that women are told this is the kind of guy you're supposed to go for. The ones who make money, they gotta be, because security is everything. Looks, maybe, looks is subjective, right? So that's not really that.
We ain't supposed to look good for real.
They really are subjective, because I've seen bitches
Looks
who
have trumped everything.
I don't I don't know about
Looks have
that
trumped
because I've
everything.
seen some bitches with some niggas. I've seen some niggas with some bitches that I'm just like,
That's-
okay, well, if
That's
you
fine,
like it,
but
I
what
love it.
What I'm saying is, generally, women now are initially only choosing men off of how they look.
You think so?
I think it's. I think it was.
It's not based on integrity.
Nah, I think it was like that back in the day.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think it's like that no more, bro.
Yeah.
Looks.
Yeah.
I think looks don't matter. The
They-
bag is what matters more
Yeah.
now.
No.
Yeah.
Looks don't matter if you have the
If you
bag.
have the bag.
If
Agreed.
you do not have the bag, you better
They
be
not-
fine as
Yeah.
a motherfucker.
I
No,
don't
for
know
real.
about
Yeah,
that
no, yeah,
either.
you do, because I see a lot of handsome men
Yeah.
in the passenger seat.
Yeah.
I see a
We
lot of
talked about
handsome
this
men
yesterday,
not
yo.
pumping gas.
True.
I see a lot of handsome niggas.
Yeah.
Tats on the neck.
Yeah.
Got the braids. Nigga on swole.
Yeah.
Probably texting the bitch while she pumping her gas.
Yeah. That's.
I'm just being real.
Yeah.
I'm just being real.
Perception too could possibly be the thing. A lot of women like to have a trophy piece, just like niggas like to have a trophy piece. Bitches
We
ain't
never talk about
ain't exempt
that.
from that.
As far as the
Please.
woman wanting the trophy
Bitches
piece.
ain't exempt from
That's
that.
why I said it has
Nah,
shifted.
I'm keeping a buck. I'm
It has
keeping it a
shifted.
buck. But the male trophy is not just their looks.
Right.
It is the looks with the bag. You could be an ugly ass nigga and have money and they will trophy you around.
Facts.
Or you could be a fine ass nigga with no money and they will trophy you
Yes.
around. So we women like someone that they look good with, right?
It's all about how I look.
But they think about how the world is gonna perceive me. I'm not one of these bitches. I don't care about none of that shit. But there's women, a lot of women out there who are just like, my friends, my family,
Yeah.
I need to impress them. Or such and such has this husband who does this, that, and the third, so I got to make sure to trump her.
And we
Yeah,
could be the
because now
same
your
way.
relationship is being seen by 25,000 people because you got
Because
25,000
you got,
followers.
exactly. You have all these fucking people on Instagram, or even if you just the average bitch who got 100 followers.
Right.
You still, those 100 followers, you want to feel some type of envy or whatever the fuck over your life. Just like niggas do with their cars, or, you know, their bitches even. It's like, I gotta have the baddest bitch, not because she suits me or she makes me feel good, but
how
because
she appears to the
my
public.
nigga, exactly.
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
everybody gonna be like, oh, that's your bitch.
Yeah.
Women have the same exact thing. Oh, that's your nigga. Oh, you
Right.
with that nigga? Like, oh, he look good.
Not
Like,
understanding, they all trying to fuck him.
they all try. I mean, they know it.
I used to always question. I'd be like, why do women want to go after the guy that they know all the other girls want as well? And y'all already know niggas got a problem keeping their dick in their pants.
Yeah.
It makes no sense.
Yeah, because they want
They like
to,
competition.
they
man.
want to be the one that gets you. They don't care that you cheating. They don't care that you
But they
cheating.
don't got
That's why
you.
they stay.
They don't got you.
And
That's-
in their mind,
They
they
got
do.
they got
In they
they got
mind,
they
they
got
do.
what they got what he leaves with you.
Right. I agree.
That
But in their mind, it is, oh, that I got him.
right.
So it
Yeah.
don't matter. Like I've watched on TikToks where women will catch their niggas cheating and shit, and they'll be like, yeah, like she thought she got what's mine, but he coming back to me, and I'm like, you
Yeah.
both of you bitches is sharing this nigga, like,
Right.
like what?
Knowingly,
but okay,
too.
like maybe because I'm at my big grown age, like
They dropped that record
like,
in the 90s.
I
Lee.
see a little bit more.
one?
He's mine.
mine,
Yeah,
yes.
I had him once, but I
Yes.
got him all the time.
That's it.
Oh,
It's
what
the
was
truth.
what you call Monica Brandy?
Yeah.
The boy is mine. That shit. They love.
It's
They love to
true.
compete. Like
I really noticed the 90s, bro.
I
It
asked
started
women,
all that.
Yeah.
I asked,
Started all that.
I asked a few women a few years ago, like, is it true that y'all like guys who's been out there? You know what I mean? Do y'all like guys who are sought out by a whole bunch of other women?
Not
And they be
me.
Like, yeah. Like, why though? Because as men, we're not wired that way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now, niggas may hear about a woman who probably be getting ran through by a bunch of niggas. In most cases, he probably just going to fuck.
Yeah, of
That's
course.
it. He's not trying to wife her ass
No.
though.
Yeah.
Why do y'all be trying to fucking marry niggas?
Nobody-
I do not
no-
know.
Well, because for
Yeah.
sex is different with women, right?
Yeah.
Fucking a man, he needs to know the fuck. He needs to be experienced.
Absolutely.
He has to be experienced.
Absolutely.
And so, I mean, I used to tell girls my body count all the time. Niggas, even Lee used to be like, nigga, you tell them that? Like, yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
I remember
I never
Naya
asked
said
that.
No,
something.
go ahead.
Yo, listen. One time we at the crib. This is what 2018 when we living together. We playing spades, right? You had just got up a situation with a chick, so you had one of your old Jones come through with her sister. So we playing spades and shit, and y'all know you was just on one. We was just talking, and you just put it out there. I ain't gonna say how many you don't went through.
Over
and shit.
600, yeah.
Okay. I mean, listen, the nigga Bari not ashamed of his shit.
Why would I be ashamed of that?
I love that.
Shit.
Like,
Why would I be ashamed of that?
I am at over 600.
I
Okay.
accumulated like 400 of them when I was 25. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
How many you think I probably
That's a lot of
witnessed
work.
while we was living together?
Oh shit, at least 100.
That's
Not
a
more
lot
than
of work.
100. Yeah.
At least I'm saying at least 100.
Yeah,
at least.
More
at
than
least
100?
While
Since-
we were living together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a lot of work, baby.
But he said that out loud to it. I looked
Yeah,
at him like,
and what
bro.
she said?
Right.
He said, I don't give a fuck.
Right.
I said, all right.
Why would I?
That's it.
What did she say? Nothing?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, she left. Bari went to the room. He went to his room.
I think I know you're talking
we
about.
didn't finish playing spades.
Oh, she
said- 'cause
left?
She was gonna stay the night that night.
Oh, she ain't like that.
No, she ain't like
I know.
that.
I don't
No,
give a fuck.
she ain't like that.
Like, I don't.
No, she ain't like that.
Who cares?
Oh my God, who cares?
Yeah,
Exactly.
No, seriously,
That,
who
like,
cares?
Okay.
It don't
I'm
matter.
gonna just tell you. Listen, I definitely would love to be in a relationship.
Yeah,
I got no problem just fucking.
yeah.
No
Yeah.
problem. Holla at me when I'm 40. I'd probably be a lot more pressed for a relationship. But
You like right now, like it's,
nah,
it's cool.
I would
but-
rather. No, I'm not even.
Yeah.
I'm not
You
even
would
random
like
fucking right now.
Yeah.
I'm turning down pussy for the first time ever. I'm doing
Yeah.
leash shit. I'm turning down pussy.
Absolutely.
Like no, for real,
Yeah.
because it's not fulfilling anymore.
Yeah.
I want to
It
have a
gets to a
connection
certain
with somebody.
point
Yeah,
where
no,
it's
I
not-
would love to have a connection
absolutely.
with somebody. But shit, man, I'm from Cali.
Yeah.
Like people be like, how the fuck you get 600 bodies? Easy. I used to host clubs, nigga.
Oh.
With YG, nigga, we used to have 10, 12 chicks at the crib.
Oh.
I'm hitting every one of them.
It's easy.
It
It's
ain't
not
hard to tally that up.
Yeah, it's
A
not
girl
hard.
took my virginity when I was 13.
Mm.
I ain't, you know what I'm saying? So nah, it's a different world.
It's a
in
different
Cali.
world. I
We start
heard.
early and we ramp it with it.
Yeah.
For real.
So I want to read what the post said,
Mhm.
and then we're going to discuss it. So the girl says, I miss when men didn't talk. I miss when you knew a man was upset because he was quiet and his energy switched. I miss when men only cared about their business and didn't want to be a part of anyone else's. I miss quiet but means business type of men. Bring them back in 2023.
How old is she?
She appears
in
to
her
be
30s.
young. She's in her
So
30s.
She don't know what the fuck she talking
early
about there.
30s.
Well,
She can't say she missed it. It was never around when you came around. But go ahead.
okay, that's fair. We were raised by those type of individuals. I mean, I'm
Pretty
almost
sure
40.
she didn't have her father. Go
So
ahead.
she may have. I'm not gonna assume that she
I ain't
didn't.
assuming. I'm betting on it.
I'm not gonna assume that because even if you don't have your father, there's still a male father figure that's somewhere in there
Really?
that had a hand in raising you. Absolutely.
You think so?
Well, I mean, just because
The way our women do not respect black men, I can't. Can't say y'all had something in y'all life. Because if y'all did, you wouldn't be disrespecting us the way y'all do.
I'm gonna be.
Y'all wouldn't be choosing the way y'all do. Y'all be ashamed to bring that nigga to the crib if Pop was home
You know
and
what?
Unc was there.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate. I'm just gonna be.
Go ahead.
Keep
I
it
don't mind devil's
100.
advocate.
I don't think you're not onto something because although I did not have a father, I had strong father figures that raised me. So I knew what it was like to be respectful. I have different examples as well. My uncles and my grandfather, different examples. And so I would always think about bringing the guys home that I was in relationships with.
Right.
These people got to meet the men in my family. And am I going to bring him home? No, I'm not. Like, this ain't the type of nigga. So you might have a point. I'm not going to assume that the majority of women. Also, I'm sorry, to go back, because I was raised by good black men, I don't disparage good black men. In fact, even though I may be harsh sometimes, I feel like it's a part of my responsibility to uplift black men. You might be right because you might be right, and I never connected it like that. And there was an ex of mine who mentioned that. He was like, you can't be on the I hate all black men train because black men raised you.
Right.
And he was like, and what about the black men that are in your circle? What about me? Well, he turned out to be ain't shit, but big time ain't shit. But
nah, niggas ain't shit though. I'm not disagreeing with y'all on that. Niggas really ain't shit. I believe y'all. Y'all still choose
but
bad.
I do think that we should have a level of responsibility to each other. That our job is to not, first of all, disrespect you in public.
Yeah.
Right? Unless you're being unless you call for it, like you call me out, I'm gonna call you out. But other than that, I'm not gonna get on my socials and be like, all black men ain't shit and they all drug dealers and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna do that. I think we should have a level of responsibility to each other where we just keep it. We don't do shit to hurt each other. That's because I was raised by both black men and black women in a communal sense. I'm like, this is the way to fix this community, is to have some sense of responsibility and like tact about how we speak to each other in public. Black men and black women are just brutal with each other.
Yes.
And it's like, damn, we got to go at each other's throats like that, that.
It's also the fact that, how do I put this? The woman don't give a fuck about the next woman. So let's say this woman is single. This woman's husband is hollering at her in the DMs and shit.
Yeah.
Do you feel like those women should out these guys who be in their DMs and shit?
Yes. If you married,
yeah.
I need to look out, not out in a public sense.
Right.
Even though I do watch it, I think it's entertaining. But I don't think that I think it's counterproductive.
Yeah.
I think you have a responsibility to tell his wife. I think you have a responsibility to tell his bitch.
And then you have a lot
especially if she black.
No, I totally agree. Then you have a
black.
lot of these women who are single. Again, they're fucking these married men and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, they understand the fact that the numbers does not favor the women at all.
Yes.
There's a small amount of black available
There's a fix
men
for
out
that,
there.
but you bitches don't want to listen. Y'all, every time I say it, y'all don't agree with me. Every time we talk about this on this show,
Right.
I get women in my DMs that's like, you are wrong about that.
About what?
Poly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
A lot more women.
Well, I'm
no.
I'm
There's
agreeing
less
with you.
niggas
Listen,
out here, right?
It's 2
There's
million more women on this earth.
Less
on average.
niggas out here. So if we all want black men, we're going to have to understand that we can do this together. I could be in a relationship. I mean, I like women, right? But if I didn't like women, that's my sister wife. Like, we could raise the kids together and fucking help each other. Like, community is a big fucking thing that is lost amongst our people. And because everyone is selfish. It's like, I'm not sharing. I see that all day. Like, what? You're bugging because I'm not sharing. Bitch, you already sharing. You gonna share that nigga at least one time. If he's not a cheater, he is in the 0.5%. Most men have cheated and will cheat. They will do it because it's mad bitches out here.
It's not even that. It's just in our nature.
It's in your nature. And I'm not saying that every nigga cheats. I don't want you guys to get it misconstrued. I'm not saying that every nigga will forever cheat or they will forever cheat on you. But every nigga that I know has cheated at least once on their women.
I stay single because I don't want to cheat.
See? He doesn't want to cheat.
With the women I be meeting. It's not that I feel like I'll cheat in general. You know what I mean? Like, what was it, months ago when a woman was like, all right, so why we haven't been out? Why haven't we hung out? Why?
You said
I said, I don't want to cheat on you.
I don't want to cheat on you. That was honest as fuck. Yeah, but I think more women need to be should be open to poly.
I don't cheat at all.
I think they should be open to poly.
Yeah, and that's not gonna work because that's gonna have to.
It's not.
Y'all gonna have to change your whole way of thinking. You know what I mean? As far as because at the end of the day, the average man, I already told you, makes between 42.
Well, the average black man make 42,000. Average male in general make 50,000.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The average man makes 42, 43. So think about that's just really average. So think about the below average. That's the majority.
Let's be honest.
No, they don't want to take care of multiple women.
Even want multiple
they don't want to take care of them. No.
I don't want that. I'll be honest. I do not.
They don't want to take care of them. That's the problem. They want to fuck them.
Unless they have a solid ass system, I feel like they will be up for it.
And I think that is like that's what you were saying. Like women should change how we think about the relationships as far as like finances and shit like that are concerned. Right. For sure. Because in an ideal poly situation, a man is a breadwinner and the women they're free to do the other things, to take care of the houses and shit. In 2022, everybody gotta work. Everybody gotta work. Yeah. In this year and going forward in this fucking economy, everybody gotta work. So your mind has to change, including the man. Yep. He has to change about what he thinks the responsibilities are of the women in this poly situation. Because if you work 12 hours, You might not want to come
But that's the
home.
thing. I don't feel like us men are responsible enough to even be in a poly relationship.
Yeah, that
I
was
really
a sidebar. But I feel like that's the fix.
We'll feel like we can still do what we want to do outside of those women.
Just doing all types of reckless shit.
As fuck.
Yeah.
You can't give us a little bit, man, because we
no structure in the black community.
Terrible,
yeah,
dog.
it's
they
bad.
made sure to get rid of the men, and this is what we get.
Yeah.
It's just that simple. I'm not gonna sit here and act like where we are wasn't planned and plotted and executed.
Yes.
But the fact that we still here, that's on us.
Yeah. That's the big question is how and who. How and who. Who is like as a collective, how? Like,
well, if we keep going to rate, we're gonna be below Mexicans.
Yeah,
I agree.
It's already going there,
bro. Let's just get something.
If we
straight.
keep going at the rate we're going,
let's just get something straight.
Yeah.
We're not helping each other,
Yeah.
fighting with each other. We just not.
Yeah.
We are not. Black men still clowning each other for wanting to raise their hand and answering the fucking question in class.
Yes.
You gotta stop that shit, bro. It's the reason why it's a whole lot of niggas don't go to college.
Yeah.
Used to get made fun of for being smart, or not even being smart, just participating.
Yeah.
Oh, you a schoolboy. Oh, you teacher's pet. And when you a kid, we can't act like that shit don't matter. Everything your peers think about you matters as a kid.
Yes.
So a lot of black men will revert from even participating in class just to seem fucking cool or a part of the culture.
Yeah.
Why do we think it's okay to be dumb?
It's ridiculous.
Y'all have no problem going. Y'all actually strive to go to school.
Yes.
The sad part is y'all don't encourage the men to do it.
Yeah. And I think that also should change. Like
because I'm gonna put it like this. If white women walked around in gothic attire 24/7, meaning on average, what do you think white men would turn into as far as how they progress, what they succeed and obtain in life? Well, if our chicks is walking around with long weaves, titties out, ass out, that's not telling the black man you got to do much to get your woman.
It's not.
It's just not.
It's not.
Because if y'all are carrying yourselves on average at a higher caliber, niggas are going to understand from the jump, I have to be something to get one of my women.
Okay.
Asian women don't carry themselves in a ratchet, disrespectful ass way.
Women get mad when we say that they set the standard.
They do, bruh.
I think that
y'all do.
It's a very dangerous line when you generalize all black women in that manner.
We know it's not 100.
I didn't say
it's
all
not
black
even
women.
50. There's a lot. Like, okay, if you take out hair, I hate when guys use that example.
No, I said the
hair, long weaves, because
they be light blue now.
It's hair
and blonde.
It's so
and red.
Does that
what do you mean so?
I mean, why can't she
who
be
you doing
creative?
It for? Who you doing it for?
No,
That's
wait
fine.
a minute.
Go
Why
ahead.
can't she be creative? What if that blonde hair is a tribute to someone?
Guess what? Guess
That's what I'm
Okay.
asking. Like everything that women do on the physical doesn't always have things to do with attracting. I mean, I wear my hair like this and tribute and honor of my mother.
That's
It's
fine.
zero to do with the niggas.
Yeah, listen.
It's nappy.
Listen.
There's you know what I mean? Zero to do with the niggas. It makes me feel good and sexy, and I'm
It's just
honoring
that
my
women gotta
mother.
be okay with the results that come.
But what I'm saying to you is, right? Who says what the upper standard is? What is that? Who modeled that?
To the upper standard.
Yes, of physicality is for a woman.
No, it's just presentation.
Who says what is the right way to present yourself? Who determined what that was?
How old is your
White
daughter?
people. White people.
Wait, hold on. How is your daughter?
We are repeating that rhetoric that white people put out is the standard for how we're supposed to look. Come on. You have to agree. Yes.
How old is your daughter?
She's 11.
How does she go to school?
Clean. She looks her hair is always done.
Mm-hmm.
She she likes.
You letting her go out in bathing suit?
No, she's 11.
Don't matter.
But when she's
11-year-olds walking around like that.
I would never. Are you fucking kidding me?
Exactly.
She's 11.
That ain't no white standard. That's just self-respect.
Right, but she's a child.
I'm not saying. Listen, but listen, no.
You feel me?
No. But I'm just. I don't want to make it personal that way.
No,
I can
I know.
flip it to this. All right, so
any 11-year-old dressing like that is out of line.
Guess what? You still somebody's child. Just because you 30-something years old, you still somebody's child.
I am
You
a full representation of my mother.
Your family out here.
Absolutely.
I'm not saying don't be sexy when y'all step out. I'm not saying don't look good, but you don't gotta be damn near naked. You just don't.
I'm gonna always disagree, but I understand.
I'm not saying not to do it. All I'm saying is y'all can do whatever the fuck you want to do. Just don't blame us for your results.
Pretty much.
So men are not going. I think it's ignorant thing.
It is what it is.
I think, but if we're
got
talking
you.
about changing the narrative, right?
Yeah.
If the three of us are like, what can we do? How can we fix it? I got to be in a
have a
space.
community with half naked women.
I have to be. First of all, what are you talking about? In Africa, they're half fucking naked, and
We're
they
not in
ran
Africa.
it.
We're not in Africa.
No, but what that is a community though.
We're not in
so we
Africa.
can have
I don't know what
community
Africa
But we're not
if
used
we
to how
stop
they operate
judging
over there.
people based on how they
It's
look.
not, it's not even
judging.
judging.
It
That's what you're
is.
No, it's not. No, it's
That's what
not.
you present.
That is
not-
exactly what you're doing.
it's
You're
not
judging a
judging.
woman based on how she presents
So if I
herself.
come
That's
around
legit what you're saying.
If I come around you smelling stank every time you see me,
Something could be wrong with that person.
but you judging.
No, I'm not saying you're not worthy of my love or you're not worthy of being chosen because you smell. I'm saying something could be wrong with you.
That's still judging.
Right? Okay, but it's
judging.
something could be wrong with you. It's me coming to an assumption, not judging
Why does something have
how
to be
I
wrong
should
with me?
treat you
Because-
based off of that.
but why
That's
does-
what I'm
but
saying.
Wait, but why does something have to be wrong with me? Because I'm not doing.
No, something could be wrong or something couldn't be.
But
Because you
but I'm
smell.
saying, why could there be something wrong with me though?
Because it could be a medical condition. You could have something. That's what I mean. Like when I say something wrong, I don't
Okay.
mean like mental. I
I
mean,
mean,
like,
hey, I'm trying to clarify.
I
Like,
mean, like it could be like a physical thing. We never know. I don't
That's still a form of
make
judgment.
assumptions about people,
Mhm.
right? And you grew up in a very crowded city. So the fuck did I. So I know how there's a plethora of things going on in people all the time with their sense and their funks and this, that, and the
Yes.
third. So I try not to be judgmental or make assumptions about humans based on how they are dressed, how they appear, or whatever the case is, because I just think it's a really messy way to
I
be.
have
It's
to.
not that we make. I don't feel like we're judgmental though.
we
You know
have
what
to
I'm
be.
saying? Do you
We
think-
have to be.
I think it's
Why you-
whack.
We have
I
to
don't.
be.
I don't feel like we are.
Because let me tell you something. When what's the nigga name? Steve Harvey was talking about black men with their hoodies and their fucking pants and
Right,
blah,
right.
da, 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 da. I wasn't on that train either. Because I
get
know
it.
I know niggas with doctorates
I
that
agree
wear
with the sagging
hoodies.
part, not the hoodie.
I don't
But
think
the sagging
sagging is
part-
attractive personally.
That-
That's
but
my
that's what I'm
personal
saying.
preference, right?
I'm not
I don't
with
want to
that
see your
shit.
ass cheeks.
Yeah, I ain't with that shit at
I don't
all.
want to see your ass cheeks.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
I don't agree with
You
this assumption thing, but I'm not gonna be mad at niggas for saying I'm not choosing her because she's half dressed. I'm not mad at
Again,
that.
I don't think it's judging. It's just the fact that we look at that woman and we like, I don't know if I want to bring her around my homeboys. I don't know if I want to bring her around my family at the family reunion. We're not saying that she's a hoe initially or anything like that. You know what I'm saying?
Does context matter in this?
Context always matters.
Like where she's wearing it. What if you meet her at the club?
That don't mean you gotta be half-assed.
No, but I'm
naked.
saying,
Yeah.
what if
'Cause I don't give a
if
fuck
you
where I
meet
see
her
a
at
nigga.
the
I don't care if
club?
I see a nigga in the hood at the park. Nigga, why is your pants sagging, bro?
Tell me this, yo. Question. When you see a chick out and about and she don't have a bra on, I know you mentioned that with Eb earlier. When you see that her nipples is hard through her shirt, what do you think? Do you think that? Yeah. What comes to mind?
What am I thinking?
What comes to mind?
I want to see them titties. That's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
But I don't. The whole bra shit. That's not.
Ain't no big deal for you.
No.
Okay.
But for
No.
let me say some
I'm
older
talking about
older
that. I'm talking
women.
about
Right.
that skimpy ass dressing.
I understand that.
We went to what was a Peter Club? Club One.
Yeah.
Long time ago.
Yeah.
There was a chick in a see-through fishnet outfit.
Hmm.
What am I?
Did she
I'm
have on
not-
a bra and a panty?
No, she was butt ass naked.
Oh, that's wild.
But so
That's wild.
what I'm saying is like
That's
I'm
wild.
not supposed to judge
That's
that.
like Miami, bitch.
I'm not. Well, she's just being her tonight. That's fine.
I mean,
but
I like it if you love it, but I'm not
So-
doing that. But I have worn
So-
fucking bra and panty
But I'm
on my
saying-
birthday
but,
with a sheer
but you
shit.
can't
I
tell
did it
me-
for my birthday.
That's fine.
That
Yeah,
birthday.
true.
that's fine.
And it was
But you had a
There's
man
nothing
though,
wrong with
too.
it.
I did, but
Exactly.
even
He was
I
there.
wouldn't have given a fuck if come on, you know me. If I didn't have him, I mean, I was in my house. I was in a house that I
Yeah,
rented
true.
for my birthday, and it was for me. It was a dinner. I
yes.
wasn't out or whatever the case is.
Yeah.
But I've also been on the Miami Strip
Yes.
with my bitches,
Yes.
with my ass cheeks out,
True.
and I
Where
could
you
fight.
should have them out.
Like, so
See what I'm saying?
But what I'm saying
It's a-
is, I'm also extremely educated, soft, nurturing, spiritual, and shit. You should not judge
know that. They
women
don't
know
by
that.
shit like
But
that.
do you think-
But I'm
judge them.
saying it's not
I
good
agree, I
to
agree.
do
But
that.
Do you think
Yeah.
someone would judge you the same on Miami Strip or just being at a club in Charlotte?
They shouldn't if I'm at the club.
Because you talk about context, we can understand
I mean, if I'm at
context
work,
when it
it's
comes to
different.
that.
If
Oh,
I'm
it's
at-
Miami. We know it's out.
Right.
Yeah.
We expect that.
Yeah.
It's Miami.
So the context
I'm
of that
I'm
matters.
still not gonna try and holler at no chick
not
who's
on
like
no
that,
serious
though.
shit.
Yeah.
Not on no
Right.
serious
I'll
shit.
look at you. That's
Nah,
it.
because the way we can't front like the way you present yourself don't matter. If you
I
see a
do
nigga with
understand
gold
that.
teeth
Yeah.
sagging and a tank top on you, that
I'm
ain't
not
what you trying to
attracted to
talk
it.
to.
I'm not.
But that
A lot
nigga could have a whole chicken business. You don't know.
Right. I'm not. You're right.
Stupid.
I'm not attracted to it. Right.
Exactly. That's what
But
I'm
I'm
saying.
not going
So we're
to
not
say.
judging. We're not attracted to it.
Got
you
it.
said.
When we
I'm-
looking for sex,
right.
that shit attractive as fuck.
Right. So when you're looking for a partnership, the women who are more presentable or covered up or not
We can just tell she got self-respect.
Yeah.
understand.
We can tell that she wants to be a mom.
Yeah.
That's where it gets dicey because half naked women don't have less respect for themselves. They
It's
could.
not
I'm
about for
saying-
themselves.
Right.
It's not about for
It's
themselves.
about for those who are viewing us, men who are looking.
We
Y'all can't-
have to
Okay, I
understand
understand.
that.
Y'all can't
We
be
have
mad
to
at the
under-
results.
I understand that.
But we have to understand that what we do means nothing on how someone perceives us.
Hmm?
So if
Uh-huh.
you want to be perceived in a certain way, you gotta move a certain way.
Hmm?
It's
Understood
just that. It's just
That's
that
just
simple.
how it works.
So you mean okay? So you don't mean that she has less respect for herself?
No.
It is less respect for
It's
the
how I'm looking at it.
surroundings, for her man, possibly.
You
like
get what you get, y'all. The results are your results.
I mean,
I'm never gonna tell a woman, "Yo, you need to put more clothes on." I'll never say no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But when you coming to me, crying to me about these type of niggas who's coming at you all the time, in the back of my mind, I'm like, I know how you be looking when
Right.
you go out. I'm not gonna say that though to you because I know you can't handle it.
I think it's
You know what I mean? So
I think it's a little whack, but I
But
understand where you're coming
That's
from.
like me
And-
expecting a baddie, and I'm always looking scruffy with some basketball shorts on, and some fucking flip flops.
right,
She's not
you're
about to be.
presentable. You're
What
not
the fuck?
presentable.
What the fuck
I know
going
there's
on?
lots of men and women who are listening to this who understand exactly where y'all coming from.
for
It's like,
sure.
Eb, don't act ignorant. I know because when this becomes a clip and TikTok is like, we told you we don't like this bitch. She acts like she don't understand shit because they was eating my ass
Yo,
up.
it's, it's women still mad at you over
I don't
that
give a
shit
fuck.
That, they don't hit
What?
me
I
up
don't give a fuck.
over a joint that went viral.
Yeah,
on
I don't
TikTok
care. They could kiss
about a
my
month or
ass.
so
It
ago.
doesn't
What?
matter. And bitch, you
Nah,
can't
come
fight
on.
me,
What
so
was
you
it?
can't beat me. So
I'm
we're
like,
not going there
it's all
today.
good.
Nope.
We not.
No,
Alright.
we're not.
Yeah.
Maybe
Hey, Will.
off air. We're definitely not going there today.
Yeah.
But I don't give a fuck. But I know they're gonna be like listening to this, like, come on,
Yeah.
bitch. I know exactly where y'all coming from.
Right.
Because
So we're not judging
I'm
y'all.
attracted to what I'm attracted to. It's
Right.
just I don't judge individuals for how they look because you never fucking know. I feel like I've been immersed around. I've been around so many different people of backgrounds, and the way that they dress really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
These niggas, Steven Spielberg, be having on holes in his fucking jeans and sneakers and shit like that. And he's a gabillionaire. You know what I mean?
Well, that's how white people move.
Yeah, I was about to
But
say
I
too.
mean, but
Niggas gonna
also
let you know
white
they got
people
it.
would judge. Niggas is definitely
Niggas
gonna let
cannot
you.
hide it.
Yeah.
Niggas cannot hide
When
it.
they
at
ain't
all.
got it, they do it.
Right.
Anyway.
I don't even hear from one of my homies unless he up.
Oh my God.
That nigga only when he called, I'm like, oh, he in good space right now. He up.
Yeah.
That nigga only want to talk to you when he ain't up. That shit real. We put so much pressure
That's
on.
true.
We put so much pressure on each other.
We do.
Yeah.
As
Yeah,
if,
we do.
As if
We
we
do.
not all at the bottom of the mountain trying to climb.
That's
we
very
all
true.
in the same boat for the
That's
most
very
part.
true.
And we just,
Fighting the same battles.
that's just sad, man.
Do you think that we're not gonna get to all these questions? So I'm just gonna because I
Let's
don't
get
want
to the good one.
Yeah. Well,
Some controversy.
I just
We
wanna
still
know-
got time, no?
how much time? Because this nigga,
We're going to do 3 hours tonight.
Yeah,
we got 39
time.
minutes left. Okay.
Let's,
It's early.
let's add 21 more minutes to it.
42 minutes left. Okay, it's early.
Hey, you know, 42 is the number for black people, right? Martin in a nigger is 42. When you spell it out, you add up the letters. Martin was in apartment 42. Muhammad Ali's like 42. Malcolm X and Martin Luther King died on like 42, dating numerology, and Wakanda, you know, they say he died at 42.
At 42.
Right?
Yeah.
When they lied
Interesting.
about that, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Jackie Robinson.
I was like, why is it
42?
smoky in here? I forgot you.
Oh, yes. Sorry.
What do you think about the guys of the girl saying that she want her niggas to be silent again, basically?
I don't know what they mean by that.
So I asked Lee. It's funny that she said that. I asked Lee, what do you think she means by that? And he said exactly what she said. She missed the days where niggas were not as vocal all the time. And I think this stems from podcasting and so many people being given a microphone and a
got
platform.
voices for a change.
Right. That
Black men too.
Well, the problem they got with the male podcasters is they can tell that the male podcasters, for the most part, that's talking this relationship women shit, were niggas who wasn't getting pussy to begin with.
Yeah, those guys.
yeah.
And that's really the issue.
it's like at some point you're seeing a lot of shit when a nigga with a microphone in his face, saying some really like either harmful or outlandish or
that's what's
just
making money
hurtful
right
things.
now.
It is. It's very I think
Y'all
that's
are
what she
target.
means.
Mhm.
But Lee said, you know, we need to be careful about asking for niggas to pull that back because we also want men to be communicative.
That's what y'all want. Y'all
And
got
I
tired
do.
of y'all got tired of us being quiet. You know what I'm saying? Not knowing how we feel exactly.
Yeah.
The 1950s men wouldn't say nothing.
Yeah.
1970s, why don't y'all talk to us? And why don't y'all?
Yeah.
So niggas started, we want flowers. We want y'all to be more sensitive. Niggas tap into that. Now you don't like it. Ew, he be crying around me. Or he be always trying to make sure I'm good. And it's just like,
I love
we
that.
can't win.
Right.
I understand.
Remember when thirsty was a thing? I ain't heard thirsty
Bruh.
in a minute, boy.
Yo,
I can only imagine
gotta
how
tap in on this.
frustrating that gotta be for
thirsty
y'all.
shit right there.
Yeah.
Let me explain
Man.
something. Women will call you thirsty for talking to them.
Yes.
And it's just like, okay, so do y'all want to be approached or do y'all only want to be approached when it's suited right for you?
Yeah. But how the fuck y'all supposed to know that when it's suited right? It's so dumb.
Thirsty.
It's stupid.
I got a problem with the TLC song. Nigga ride in the passenger car. It's like, hold on. We can't both drive at the same time, bitch. Like, because I'm in the passenger, that mean I don't have a car?
Hold on.
That mean I don't have a job?
Very true.
Sometimes them niggas in the passenger seat
I know.
be talking too much.
No, I
They
know.
be acting like it's their car.
I know.
That's the nigga who be in the sections at the club and shit, acting like he bought the
That's
section.
the nigga I don't like.
But he was invited.
I always used to
You know
go
what I'm
after
saying?
the
He didn't put
nigga
in on
who
it.
was to
Go
the
ahead.
to the cut and the not really in the scene or in the shit.
even
I like my
TLC
niggas like
And I'm in
that.
the passenger
was fucking
side.
with ain't shit niggas.
He said, I'm a passenger side nigga.
For different reasons, though.
Yeah,
I'm
but
in
Lee
the passenger
ain't
side.
yelling out the window.
Yeah.
Nah.
But I
True.
mean, it tell me what the fuck TLC was dealing with.
Yeah.
Y'all up there, y'all still dealing with bum niggas.
Yeah.
You want to know why?
Mm.
Because the men that's about something,
You overlook, you
they
think?
don't want a woman that's up there.
Ooh.
Y'all know this. Y'all
Ooh.
know this. Ain't no millionaire want a chick that's 500,000 for what?
Why not?
Cause she ain't cooking no plates. She in the office just as long as he is. When he come home, guess what? She pulling up too. We don't want.
I don't know. I think a lot of guys want. They don't. Y'all niggas don't want girls who are driven and
I would.
who could build your wealth with you.
I'm attracted
Well, I'm
to
gonna
that.
put it to you like this: you could be in driven and work and make your bread all you want to, but you ain't gonna be in this house not paying no bills.
Okay.
You gonna kick in.
Okay. Like
I don't
your
care if
money
you
ain't
making
gonna
more
just
than
be
me,
your money.
less than me.
Yeah.
If you out there grinding and you getting it, that's fine.
Yeah.
We have a duty over here.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? And I'm not saying women shouldn't work.
Yeah.
I mean, I would prefer y'all get back in the house, but I'm not saying y'all shouldn't work. But what I am saying is you can't make bread and then be like, well, you still gotta pay everything. That's just, for one,
That's fair.
That's just unfair. Now,
Yeah.
if you work at McDonald's
That's
and
different.
I'm an engineer,
Right.
yeah, I'm not expecting you to pay shit.
Money.
But if you up there, if you own your own business, let's say you own your own boutique.
Yeah.
All right, well, I maybe can afford a $220,000 house, but since you own this boutique,
Now we can afford
a $500,000 house.
Exactly.
Understood.
I need you to be able to want to kick in.
I agree.
It's not about me not being able to afford shit, but it's just about, well, we can have more if you kick in.
Yes.
We a team, man.
Yeah.
That's
A
how it should be looked
$60,000
at.
nigga can take care of a chick by itself.
Yeah.
She just got to be okay with being in that 1-bedroom apartment
Yeah.
and driving a Nissan Altima.
Right. And there's a lot of women who are okay
There
with
is,
that.
there is.
There's a lot
I
of
won't say a
women.
lot.
I don't
But
feel like
I
Nah,
they get
there
enough credit.
is.
There is.
There
dog.
is.
There
There's
is,
more
dog.
women who
What they
are
look like.
okay with that.
Solid as fuck. What you talking
There's
about?
more.
Let me tell him,
He
hit me up.
know, because he pulls them. Like,
Well,
He give me
that's,
the- he
first
give
of
me
all,
the-
don't
Don't
put Lee in
start,
the,
bro.
yeah, I'm
Don't-
about to start. Don't fucking put Lee in a category with the rest of the niggas, because the type of women Lee attracts, I ain't never seen a day in my life.
but they're
A
out
day in my
there.
life.
That's by choice, though.
No, no.
They're out
He can
there.
get the same
You
women.
could.
He don't
No,
want
no,
to, though.
First of all,
His mind
Bari,
is-
let me just. You're not only are you
All right.
intelligent, you are.
Thank you, Will. Yeah.
Huh? What you say? Well, I know he pull bitches, but you not. You
I
are.
pull them too.
You a good looking nigga.
They ain't trying to pay for my shit.
You're smart as shit.
Because he sabotages shit.
They don't even
I
want to buy
don't
my
know what-
toothpaste, nigga.
I don't know what else. You say you throwing dick around.
No,
you got the
hey,
dick.
I ain't been
No, but
fucking, I ain't been
not
active
throwing
in
it
a minute.
around. I mean, like
I used to.
you say
Yeah.
you know what you're doing, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna take your word for it.
Mhm.
You like
Oh, Lee, no.
you got all of the fucking
I've been telling
Things
you.
I don't have a
problem with
I've been
women.
telling
that
you this for
women.
10,
no,
12
but
years.
that women
I
who
don't
would do
attract the
that.
type
That's
that
what I'm
he's
saying.
attracted.
You could get them.
He acts like he can't.
I'm not
get
saying
them.
I can't. I'm saying I don't.
You don't.
Because you don't want to.
No.
Well, you could say that, but
Yeah.
I'm approaching what I approach.
Got you.
And guess what? It ain't never the stipulation that he got going. It's just not.
So you saying Lee a lucky nigga?
No.
Yeah.
No. Lee is Lee.
Yeah.
And he attracts what he attracts.
Yeah.
That's
But what I'm saying is there's more. There's a lot more women out there like that than you
a whole
think.
lot, man.
All of the bitches in my circle, with the exception of one, there's one who's not.
what's her
But
name?
I'm not
That's
saying
the one we talk
that's
to.
the one you
I
talk
want,
to.
I want her ass on here.
Nah.
I want her on here. Want Bari on here.
Nah.
What's wrong with
Why?
her?
No.
Nothing wrong with it.
Is that the friend you brought to Space Night when I pulled her titty out?
No, that ain't.
Wait, what?
Okay, never mind. We move on.
You pulled her titty out? We not friends no more.
Oh,
Oh,
for
you
real?
didn't know that?
Okay, so that was really. I feel like I'm gonna listen back to this and be like, these niggas made mad points.
You've been looking like you've been processing shit.
No,
the whole time,
but
for
that's
sure.
yeah. I mean, that's who
Yeah.
I am. So I'm gonna process it, and not. I don't listen to response.
No, never.
So I'm like, okay, let me hear them out because points were made today. Points were made. Do you think that Black men would be like, okay, the relationship between Black men and Black women would be better if Black men embraced therapy or healing more?
It's a start.
We all need to embrace that shit.
I think
Women do though.
women
They
do
go on.
more.
They go on these retreats.
We do.
Guys starting to
They
get on that
more
way.
so have to because they're more emotionally driven.
Right.
And if they let that shit go haywire,
Yeah.
It's over with.
it's over with.
Nobody's
But,
happy.
Yeah, no one addresses for our PTSD out of slavery.
Yeah.
So we've been running rapid with PTSD for, I don't know, 70, 80 years.
Yeah. And then you take into account everything else that's going on.
Mhm.
I couldn't. Okay, so I'm a Black woman, so I have my own separate set of things that create PTSD for me that men don't have to worry
That's
about.
true.
Mhm.
But I couldn't imagine waking up every day and not feeling safe. Like today could be the day that a police officer sees me, even though they target Black women too. It's not the same. It's not the same numbers wise. I couldn't imagine that, right? So that's got to take some type of mental toll. And then code switching also when you got to go to work and you got to not be this threatening Black man, or just like we don't
I
have
gotta
to
deal with it too.
We
Yeah.
have to deal with that. Like we got
Y'all
to
just
code
probably
switch.
deal with it more
we
than we
deal
do.
with it more,
Yeah.
yes.
Mhm.
But if you are an imposing Black male figure,
Mhm.
you're tall, you're dark skinned, they're already looking at you like you're aggressive.
Mhm.
For real. So you are, like just waking up every day is a thing.
Right.
Like, oh, I got to deal with these white folks again. Oh, I got to deal with this. Da, 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 da. Black women have our own separate set, but
Right.
we both have to understand that we have our own separate sets of things.
Yes.
So it would be a lot easier if I didn't have to worry about you in the streets trying to do something harmful to me when it's already like us against them, kind of, sort of.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like just off appearances. I don't even want to say that because there's white people that are important to me in my life, but like in a general sense, it's like it should be like, no, that's my bro. I feel safe no matter he's a stranger to me,
Right.
but I feel safe
Right.
with him because I know he's not going to violate me.
Mhm.
We don't have that, and I'm like, maybe there's a mental health thing, a mental health crisis in the Black community that we need
Big
to
time.
address. I don't understand why more Black men. Is it because you guys were taught, just like we were taught, to keep people out your business?
No, we just can't afford it.
That's what it is. And I heard too from another Black man that there's not a lot of Black male therapists, and y'all don't want to
You
talk
don't need
to
a Black male therapist.
one of my friends. He was
Just-
like,
you
I don't
don't
want to
need-
talk to a Black woman. I don't want to talk to a white woman or a white man. They don't understand me. I want to talk to someone who look like
I
me.
can understand not speaking to a woman, but speaking to a man in general,
In general,
is more than enough.
Mhm.
Because
Okay.
if people out here think that white men just got it like that,
they don't. We had one on the show. He's like, I grew up
They got it
poor
rough.
and broke and shit. Like,
they women on their ass,
yeah.
and I'm serious.
Yeah.
Like, so you talking to a man in general is beneficial.
It's beneficial.
Mhm.
I can
Okay.
understand wanting it to be a Black man because of relatability, but then at the same time, you may not get the type of lens you need to see because he's seeing out of a Black lens just like you.
Mm,
Sometimes you might need that white lens to be on to give you the
I didn't
full
even think
perspective.
about it like that.
Mhm.
But you're right.
Definitely.
Yes.
So he coming from the same trauma as we coming from.
Yeah.
So I can't technically say that you can help me, bro. Because therapists go through shit too.
Yeah.
Y'all not excluded from this
Yeah.
shit.
Not at all.
So I do readings, right?
Mm-hmm.
The majority of my clients, my regular clients, month to month, are therapists. They come to me
That's crazy.
for their therapy. And I'm like, holy shit. I want to say 90% of them are fucking therapists. And I see like a good maybe 25, 30 on a regular basis every month. Therapists.
It makes sense. I dated a therapist, so I definitely believe it. I feel like she called me out. She said I was her therapist. You know what I'm saying? So,
you know what's fucking interesting? The fucking take on like white people having a different, I never even thought about it like this, but it's so fucking true. Cause like I've gotten closer and closer with, you know, I have a white brother. I call him Skylar. But a female. And the things that we talk about and the way that she helps me to see things on a bigger, grander scale, it's like, holy shit, I would have never thought about doing it like this. Or I would have never thought about this from this perspective or whatever, to help me. So I think that wow. That's fucking prolific as shit. I would have never even put that two and two together. Because a lot of people are like, no, I want to go to a black therapist because they understand my fight. But
because they're going to pat you on the back.
They have the same fight. So, rub your head. Yeah, it might not be helpful. Holy fucking shit. Yeah. Okay, Bari.
You need to see from the other side. I'm serious. Because white people, they just got a different perspective. And I have to assume, and I know we don't like making assumptions, but I have to assume if you're a white therapist, you're not racist.
Yeah.
So you're going to be more open and logical to what I'm explaining to you, and to give me positive feedback in a completely different spectrum and outlook on how things should go, what you should correct, what you should forgive, and blah, blah, blah. You could have a black therapist all you want to, but guess what? That black therapist, all you got to do is tell them about a situation that is similar to them.
To theirs.
That advice could go from therapist advice to personal
to
advice.
homegirl or homeboy advice. You're right.
So sometimes we got.
I would hope not. Like, you're a professional. It's your job.
I mean, it could be a great thing though too.
It could. Like I've gone to a couple therapists in my life. I had one when I was a teenager, and it was a white woman, and I didn't like her.
Right.
I was forced to go though.
Okay.
I was a bad kid. I didn't like her because I felt like she didn't understand where I was coming from. There was no relatability. I was like, I'm from the hood. I ain't got no food.
Okay,
like, bitch, you don't know nothing about nothing.
Yeah.
So I was already on the defense, but I was forced to go to her. So, you know, it's whatever. I don't feel like it was helpful. But then I had another one, older, white man. He was great. I loved him. He was very relatable, very comfortable, like just very like he wore t-shirts, like he had vinyls in his office and shit like that. Like he was one of those, and just very comfortable and shit like that. So yeah, I've never had a black therapist though. Never had a black therapist, but I didn't feel like I needed one after I had my older guy. You know, I felt like he understood me. He got me.
We do therapy with each other.
Exactly.
We do.
I feel like we had one yesterday.
Yeah. I mean,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, me and the bros, we always having
I got teary-eyed a little bit.
Yeah, in depth
yesterday for sure.
Yeah, I was crying on the phone yesterday, bro. I don't know if you could tell. I don't know if you could tell, but I was crying on the phone yesterday.
I did not know you was.
Yeah,
I wonder if it was at the same time.
Yeah, when I was just talking about like how I want to be able to do for my nieces and my nephews, and I want to be able to like none of this get money shit got to do with getting Benzes and houses and all that bullshit, man. Yeah. I realized that there's a lot of help that could be distributed out.
Yeah.
And that's what I want to put myself in a position to do. And it's not to make me feel good or to put myself on a certain plateau, but it's actually just trying to clean up the bullshit we've continuously put ourselves in.
Yes.
We are continuously at a disadvantage.
Yeah.
And
the people who got it ain't, you know what I mean? They're not trying to help us.
The albums y'all love to go buy, just realize that niggas not fixing the water in Detroit.
Yeah.
Nah, man.
Them niggas,
which is crazy.
Them niggas,
which is crazy.
Them niggas not investing the money to put extra police task force in Chicago.
Shout out to Jalen Smith though. You know what I'm saying? He definitely did.
He definitely. I forgot what it was that he did, but it was like a spigot or water thingy.
Yeah.
Water purifier.
Yeah. I think that it's disgusting that that's still an issue. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? We have billionaires in this country. Billionaire individuals.
Right.
Why does Flint still have a water issue? I don't even if you're not from there.
And it's not a coincidence.
Are you fucking kidding me?
We know what it is.
We
know what it is.
It's disgusting.
If you try to help the black community, it's over for you.
Yeah. It's fucking gross.
Period.
Like, Ugh.
You
And
want to end up like
I can't-
Kanye or not?
I can't wait to cop Ye shit.
Yeah, saying Ye 24.
Can't wait.
Ye 24
Yeah,
Can't wait, man. I
for
can't
president.
wait.
No, I mean that's his.
For
That's what he
president?
got on his shit. on his
No, we need to
t-shirts.
bring Trump back for real.
All right.
looking like it.
Yeah.
Speaking of
Definitely
controversy,
need Trump back in this motherfucker.
nah, I don't agree.
Well, you looking at Trump for personal reason. I'm looking at Trump like, nigga, the economy is booming.
I think
Because
that,
at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck who's in office. None of them give a fuck about us.
They don't. No, I agree.
I at least want the nigga in
I
there
agree.
who gonna allow us to eat.
Who's gonna be blatant?
I'd
What you say?
rather,
Stock market was up like a bitch.
bruh,
Yeah.
I'd rather have that
in-
motherfucker in there that's gonna boom the country and say fuck Mexicans, fuck lesbian, whatever he gonna say. I'd rather the country be booming
Show
and
your hand.
he be a fucking dickhead with his, because guess what? How many presidents we get that lie to us?
all of them do.
I like
But
assholes.
now we finally
feel
got
like
a
he
problem with a
lied
nigga. But he's an honest liar.
Yeah,
He tell you the
He
truth about
lies-
something else and lie about his own shit.
yeah. His own shit, yeah.
The shit he was saying about Hillary Clinton wasn't no bullshit.
Yeah.
But all y'all can focus on is the shit that he was trying to avoid about himself.
Yeah.
Black people
I
trigger
think
with
I
Trump,
like
and
this.
I don't know why, because
like
Trump
this-
always been a part of hip hop.
No, I like when the
Because of
country
what
is
he
not
has.
divisive.
Yeah.
That's my issue. My issue is that there's extremism that is dangerous.
Our music is divisive.
Yeah, it is.
One could say that our music has always been divisive.
Not always.
I mean, once
Ain't gonna hurt nobody.
but
Gonna get on down.
we have one of those too now. Like we
Where?
have dance music now, like from Black folks.
It's
I'm
true,
not
it's
bumping
true,
to
it's
they
true.
shit down there
we
on
don't-
Sugar Creek.
We don't have a lot.
Ain't nobody bumping that shit down Sugar Creek. Let's stop.
We don't have a lot of time left. I feel like we definitely gonna need a part 2 of this.
Yeah, sure.
But I wanted to first of all, thank you for coming on the show.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
This was a very easy conversation, easier than what I thought it was gonna be. I'm not gonna
I
lie.
told you.
He told me, and I was like, I don't know, nigga. I feel like we gonna get to fighting on this bitch, but
I don't know why you thought that. Eb.
I don't know either.
I say a
Like,
lot of shit just to push people's buttons.
Yeah.
But if you want to have a genuine, honest
Conversation.
conversation
That's what
with
he
me,
said.
I won't be just a shit talking jokey
Yeah.
guy. Yeah.
No, because I mean, my goal is to make things better.
Yeah.
And I don't know if this little podcast will do something like that. But if we look back in history and say, what did we do on We're All Adults Here to make this relationship better between us as a community, I want to be on the right side of that. You know what I mean? So it does include having difficult conversations with people who are on opposing sides that are my brothers.
Mhm.
So that I can understand. Maybe it's something I'm not doing right, or maybe I have because I see everyone the way that I see them. Maybe I'm not looking at it from an objective view, as objective as I think I'm, could be, or even subjective. But yeah, this conversation, I'm gonna play it back and probably listen back a couple of times and be like, that shit was dope. But I do want to play this last game. We got about
17
18 minutes. Okay.
Rap is 17. Go ahead.
Okay, perfect.
I like my numbers.
Yes. So we do have a game. We play a game at the
Okay.
ends of the show. It's called Quickie
Okay.
because we have about roughly 17, 18 minutes.
Something like quick time slide.
Something like
like
it.
that? Okay.
Yes. But you don't take shots. You just choose. And sometimes we have conversations about why you chose who you
I
chose.
think we should take shots.
And it's only 5. I'm driving. I do not drink
Me
and
too.
drive. I don't drink and drive.
Oh, I do.
My eyes are bad and my glasses had the wrong fucking prescription in them bitches. That's why I was getting dizzy.
So that's why.
Yeah, that's why I don't wear them no more. I only wear them to they're not for driving. They're only for reading and working. But they're not for driving. And that's why it was making me dizzy.
Damn.
You don't wear
So-
contacts?
No, I can't do the eye
can't do
stuff.
it?
No,
You be twitching when it's getting.
I can't do it. My eyes are fucking nervous and
Yeah.
shit.
I'm one of them weed smoking niggas where it's like, bro, I couldn't even put clear eyes in my eyes if I wanted to. I be twitching. I be goddamn all.
I can't do it. You should see me struggling to put fucking eyeliner on. That's why I always put it on the top lid, but not the bottom. I can't do the bottom at all.
That's
My eyes
funny.
be jumping and shit like that. The fucking mascara I put on, if I get a little too close, it's over with. It's
Black women
mascara
don't know. Y'all
all
don't
over
know
my
how
face.
pretty y'all are when y'all don't put on them lashes.
I don't
Man,
have
man,
I don't
man,
have the
that-
lashes
Oh
on. This
my
is just
gosh.
mascara. But I'm not a hairy face person, so I do it so that I don't look blank.
I just really want my black women to understand out there that y'all genuinely cannot be any more beautiful than when y'all in y'all natural state. I know they don't want to hear it, but like this is not just saying shit. I'm for real. Y'all have no. I've seen girls that I've dealt with just hair in a fucking bun, and I'm like, God damn, you look good than a motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. It's good. We do like to know that though. We do.
These women today, like, I don't give a fuck. I'm not doing it for you. I'm doing it for me.
But they don't.
That's what they say though.
But we do like to get, you know, pretty and dolled up and shit like that for ourselves. It makes us feel good, just like, you know, smelling good or dressing, you know, in a good dressing good makes you guys feel good.
Right.
We like to do that for ourselves, but it does matter that you would rather us in the natural. Just what we don't like is when it's pushed.
Yeah.
Like, why you got it all out of your face? Why you doing all that with your hair? And it's like, come on, I'm doing it because I want to.
Right.
It feels good that you like me in the raw, though. That way I know
and I make 40,000 because I want to.
Well, that's on you, right? And some bitch will love it. Some bitch will love it. Some bitch will love it. There's not. Listen, these bitches are more realistic nowadays.
Y'all want us to be more accepting of what the fuck y'all are enduring.
We want y'all to take care of your own shit. No. That's what we ask for.
Listen to me.
That's what I'm telling you.
Listen to me.
Y'all be thinking that we want the niggas with the six figures. We really don't.
Not that. Oh, yes, y'all do. Listen, it's not. Listen, understand this. When it comes to black women and enjoying the makeup and the doll shit and I do this because I like to.
Yeah.
Okay. And that nigga make 45,000 because he don't like to waste 16 hours a day working.
That's on him.
Right.
And as long as he can take care of himself,
right,
and it's not hustling backwards, that's not hurting you or hurting your family.
But it's not about taking care of yourself.
Go and do the shit that you want to do. If you're a single person, if you got kids, you can't make $45,000 a year. If you have multiple kids,
not be
right. But what I'm saying is, if it's just you just by yourself and you comfortable with that, then nigga go off.
Yeah,
we want you to take care of your shit.
I say it all the time. I make under 50,000 a year,
and bitches really be like, okay. Yeah. Now bitches really be like, okay.
I want them to know what the fuck they getting, because I think a lot of women look at me and they think I got more bread than what I do. You know what I'm saying?
I think because you frugal, you got more bread than what you think you do.
Hit my own league. I know y'all call him whiskey league, but he hit my own league to me. I explain it later.
Anyway.
Oh my God. But yeah, okay, let's do quickie. Okay, so you're gonna pick either or. These are controversial male figures. Okay, mouthy male figures. This is what I put on there. Shannon Sharp or Coon. Stephen A. Smith.
Coon.
Which one do you pick?
They're both coons.
I know, but which one do you pick?
I wouldn't pick either.
Okay.
I'm picking Shannon.
You pick Shannon?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Coon ass niggas.
Shannon got a slight edge for me.
Coon ass niggas, man.
Who do you pick, Will? I know you didn't have a mic last time, but you still answer.
Fuck a Shannon Sharp. Fuck a Stephen A. Smith.
Not who's more of a coon.
He's saying coon.
They are coon.
They are, but which one do you rather? Shannon Sharp. Okay, so it's
why though? Why Shannon?
Why not?
You gonna put your mic on?
He speaks up more than Stephen A. does.
I think so. That's why. I think he speaks up a little bit more.
He's more relatable. I feel like Stephen A. can be more relatable, but yeah, I feel like I know Shannon's whole life story. Him growing up in Georgia in a little shack with his grandma.
I think Stephen A. be doing too much shucking and jiving for me. Like, he do a lot of tap dancing. You kind of have
to.
You kind of have to.
I think he does, but I think Stephen A. does more. That's why I picked him.
You kind of have to when you're in that position, G.
That's why you're coon. Because you don't have to be in that position.
I mean,
I'm just saying.
I get it. Jamel Hill isn't where she's at no more because she
neither
wasn't
one
with
of
that.
them or Michael A. Smith. Neither one of them.
Right, you on.
They wasn't with it. I respect it.
Yeah.
I would never call them a coon.
Shout out to them.
Never.
Who? You said Jamel Hill?
And Michael Smith working his way back on ESPN. Yeah. He been doing like Monday night shit.
He a real one.
Like
they both are, for sure.
Nah, man. Coon is coon.
It's on.
Period. Keep going.
Oh, okay.
No, I want to know why you choose Shannon. Will.
No, he just talk less than Stephen.
Say you talk less. I haven't watched Stephen A. since they started doing that skipping Shannon. So because I already know ESPN is full of coonery. Every single black person, and then the sad part is they put Kendrick Perkins on fucking ESPN. This nigga can't even speak English. I'm goddamn Captain goddamn wow. Like, nigga, what
So
the
it's
fuck?
funny. I didn't know who you were talking about
Degrading
until
the
you
fuck
did
out
that,
of us.
and now I know who you're talking about.
Degrading the fuck out of us. All these NBA niggas, and you choose him?
Yeah.
He a little better
Who, Kendrick?
as far as how he speak and shit.
Oh, you
The
choose
way
the
he
black dude that
enunciate
don't
words.
get no bitches than Stephen A. Smith.
What's homeboy Jason Williams though? He ain't no coon.
No,
He used to
he
play
not.
for Duke. He's not.
Not even. Neither is Keyshawn Johnson.
Facts.
Like Keyshawn, a real one though.
Yeah, he
I
is.
fuck with Keyshawn though.
Yeah, he is.
Okay. The Fresh and Fit podcast or
Niggas is lame.
Off the Record by DJ Academics.
Now I don't know what off the record is.
Yeah, I don't
It's-
listen to either one of them
It's
shits.
DJ Academics.
Fresh and Fit. Once I found out that the Myron, the nigga Myron. Once I found out that he used to be fat, so I was like, okay, so everything that you saying is coming from hurt,
Absolutely.
Yes.
and you reading off of you reading off of a study.
And which one is him? Is he the black guy?
He's the main nigga. He's the main one in all the clips that's doing
Yeah.
the talking to
The
the
Indian
female.
looking dude?
Yeah, the Indian
The
looking
Indian
motherfucker.
looking-
He's black
So
and
he used to
something
be
else.
fat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
He
Is
used
that
to
the
be
one
fat.
where like they got the round table and it's like the two
Yes.
niggas and all the
Yes.
girls on
Yes.
the
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
And they
yeah.
just be trying to
Yes.
You
embarrass
could tell
them.
they wasn't getting women like that.
No, not at
Yeah.
all.
Oh, they
You
whacking
can look
shit.
at them.
Oh, they
and tell,
whacking
bro.
shit. I don't know the other
For
podcasts.
sure.
But
You can
they,
look-
Well, it's
tell.
at DJ Academics.
oh yeah,
So-
okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Like, and don't get me wrong, they make valid points, but at the same time, we know that this shit really started from hurt, bro. This shit really
Big time.
started from being the outcast,
Yeah,
man.
being a nigga who didn't get chosen or
Yeah.
wanting the popular
Because
bitches and you couldn't get
so
them.
emotional
He really
when the
does.
chicks be challenging him.
Yes,
he gets
really
so
does.
emotional
And disrespectful, and that's why I think it's not helpful
Right.
because it's not coming from a place of fucking like I want to help you bitches out, so
Right.
listen
But
to
how
me.
can women not notice that? How do y'all not recognize a nigga who wasn't getting women back in the day?
I don't know because I could point it out
Us
early.
men, we could see that shit like
Yeah,
Like it's nothing.
spot on. Like,
well,
okay,
it might
yeah.
be just. I mean, I don't know. I
That
really
shit's
don't because I do.
wild,
I do.
man.
I was like, somebody hurt that nigga. Like he been
It's wild
hurt
who
or
women
not
listen to.
chosen.
But
He
at-
ain't getting no
But at the
pussy.
same time, though, he looks presentable now. So I feel
Yeah, he
like
does,
women
yeah.
women listen to guys who look attractive to them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he lame though. Go ahead.
Which one do you pick
I ain't listening to them niggas.
at all?
Well,
I can't,
first of all, we talking about DJ Academic, the fat nigga.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. What's the next question?
so
Nah,
I
for real.
knew that
That
these.
nigga-
were,
that
I
nigga
was like,
still-
that
that
nobody
nigga-
gonna pick.
That nigga still wear 5750
Yeah.
fitted hats.
Yeah.
Get the fuck
Yes,
out
he
of here,
does.
bro.
Yes, he
Right.
Get the
does.
fuck out of here.
Yelling
my
at
nigga.
women in
Yeah,
the
get the fuck
Trash.
out of here.
hotel.
Talk about heat of pride.
You got to work on
Right.
them slut
And I
brains,
Who
listened-
does
homie.
that, man?
I listened to a podcast where he was a guest on it, and I was just like, it took me so long to get through it
I bet.
because I paused. I was like, I'm not watching this no more. And then I said, okay, I listened. I was like, all right, let me just listen to it. Let me just listen to it.
Mm.
He is disgusting. He
Yeah,
is
I know.
disgusting.
Yeah, I
And the
know.
way that he talks about, like, all right, I'm not really the most humble individual. I know what I bring to the table. But I also do have some humble in me. The nigga is just like on the shit talking about, yeah, because you know I'm the prize. He calls himself Big Ack, which I think is it's like your dick stinks. You got a little dick. Niggas with little dicks
Right.
talk like that.
Right,
Big
yeah.
Ack. He was like, I'm Big Ack in this bitch. And I'm like, ew, like how small is your dick
You know
for
why
real?
he's talking that way though?
Because he got money. And he says
Shit.
it. He's like, you know, I'm
Shit.
But
well,
guess
I'm a 1% nigga.
Yeah,
And
but
I'm
the
like,
only
only men
I'm
who
like,
talk like that
I'm
when
like,
they
y'all
got
bitches
money
be
is the
fucking these
niggas
niggas.
who wasn't getting.
Yo, he
bitches
said
Yeah.
some shit.
before.
He
Agreed.
said some shit one time about, I think it was about 6 months ago. He was talking about like, if a girl in college, she gonna fuck him regardless. I don't give a fuck if she's 17, 18, whatever.
Yeah, that was
Like,
controversial.
nigga, like, shut the fuck up. Like, don't say that out loud.
That was
even
controversial.
if you operate like that, don't say that out loud.
Right.
I think it's
Niggas
That's-
feel untouchable when they in this position.
Right.
man.
Yeah.
No, I feel you. I was
Mhm.
like,
all right. This one's going. I'm scared to even say it. Charlemagne the God or Jason Lee?
Who's
From-
Jason Lee?
I don't know
Jason Lee from Hollywood Unlocked, the light skin.
What's that?
I have to see. Oh.
It's a blog.
Puerto Rican
He's
guy.
quite famous.
think
He's
he's
not Puerto
Puerto
Rican.
Rican.
He's
Oh, so
half
he's
black and
mixed.
white.
I don't know. Who that
Okay,
is.
half black and white. Gay
He's from
guy.
Cali, gay
He's a
guy.
lost
Definitely
weight.
not Trojan Charlemagne. So
Yeah.
I don't know who Jason
I
Lee is
ain't-
though.
Jason Lee, I ain't got a problem with him, so I choose him over Charlemagne. Charlemagne is,
I know that's your guy right there.
I love him.
and he's
Charlemagne?
and
I don't agree with everything that anyone says. Let me just say that.
I
But
ain't
he
even
would do
that. It ain't even
anything.
that.
He would
It's
do
just-
anything for a check, man.
Yeah, nah. He.
I don't
Anything
think so.
He will, because I witnessed it. I saw it. I called him out on it.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
You told me about that.
Right.
With the commercial, yeah.
And we cut that clip out when I brought it up like 3 years ago.
for
and
real?
shit. Yeah.
Did we?
Just
We did.
We did.
He asked you to cut
Because
it.
me and Ed was going back and forth and shit. It got a little heated. It wasn't just about him, but it was just about some other shit.
You talking
Yeah.
about this nigga?
Yeah, that's Jason.
Yeah.
Lee.
Okay.
From Hollywood Unlocked.
Yeah, I ain't got no problem with
Yeah,
him.
I
I mean, he
fuck
knows
with
a
both of
nigga.
them.
He got
I
his-
don't know much about him. I don't know.
I fuck with both of them. I'm gonna choose Uncle Charlotte.
I'll choose Jace just because, you know,
Yeah.
he do what he do.
Okay. No, not last one. Boosie or 50?
As far as what?
Which one you prefer, or you identify more with the shit that they be saying and stuff like that?
50.
50.
50 all day.
50.
We don't identify with nothing Boosie talking about.
You stupid.
No, I'm just being for real.
I appreciate
Nah,
that more
Boosie's
than you know.
entertaining.
He is. On
That nigga's
IG, he
entertaining,
been-
but yeah, I
Yeah,
can't.
nah, fuck all that.
I
man.
can't check with all this.
I'm not.
Some of the shit you be saying.
Listen, I'm with Charleston White on Fuck Boosie. I feel you, my nigga.
That was the nigga name. I couldn't think of his name for
Oh,
shit
bro.
today.
You
Like
had to-
when I was doing these,
Nah,
I was
you
like,
airing that out. You had a little kid carrying out murders for you, my nigga. Yeah, nah, bro.
I heard about that.
Wait,
Nah,
I
what?
gotta look into that.
Yeah,
ain't
17-year-old kid.
I ain't
yeah.
read that shit.
What?
He's locked. He's locked up.
Yeah, he
now
doing
and
life.
shit. He got
Yeah.
a tattoo of. So you know the whole story.
Yeah, bro.
That shit's
Oh
deep.
shit. I ain't know that.
What?
Nah, man.
That's wild.
I'm with
Yo,
I'm pro Charleston White. Period.
Yeah.
He hasn't done anything that would make me not be
Who?
like. I don't know who Charleston White is. I
Oh,
told you
yeah,
the first time I seen a
He
clip.
probably an industry plant.
He had me dying. I was fucking
Mhm.
cracking up when he was talking about T.I.'s son, even though that's somebody's kid.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny.
It's real though.
It was funny as fuck. I was like, he is hilarious.
It's real
Who,
though. And
who is
you
he?
can clearly tell that him and T.I. are in mitigations with working out how to make money off of each other.
Yeah, which I
Like,
guess.
Come on, yeah.
Whatever.
all about money.
Yeah, it is.
I don't actually think that their beef is real.
It's real.
No word.
Yeah,
Ah.
Yeah.
not at all.
So everyone unanimously says 50.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fifth.
We love Fifth.
Okay, last one. Andrew Tate or Kevin Samuels?
Samuels.
Yeah, definitely
Samuels.
Samuels.
And you
bro.
know why I'm gonna say Samuels?
Neither.
You know why I'm gonna say Samuels?
Fuck them both.
That's
I don't know
crazy.
the fuck Andrew
That's
Tate is.
crazy.
He's gone.
That's crazy.
Whoa, that's crazy.
But we gonna say Samuels because Samuels was trying to fix our community. Andrew Tate is just trying to fix people.
men. Yeah.
Yeah,
Men.
men, yes, men in general.
Understood.
But yeah, nah, Kev was talking
Oh,
about
I
us.
do- I do know this
And that's
nigga.
why they murdered
Right.
him off. That's why they had Future do what he did, you know.
Mhm.
Niggas don't realize that when Future dropped that album that Kevin Samuels died and YSL got wrapped up in the same
I
week.
totally didn't even put that together.
Mhm. The album is
Yeah.
called I Never Liked You.
Mm.
And Kevin Samuels is interviewing him on it.
Yeah, bro, you an insightful, wise, dirty nigga.
And Kevin
yo.
Samuels
For
is
real.
on the side, is on the song of Worst Day.
Ooh.
What's the worst
You
day?
know, I've never seen this side of you, bro. Like, I always get the jokey side.
Yeah, I know.
Nah, that's what's
I
up.
like this side though.
Yeah, straight up.
I do. I like both.
I don't be around you enough. I like
Oh, y'all bring up the right topic. You bring it out.
Nah.
Nah, I
But-
like it.
But no, for real though. Like Kevin Samuels was pulling. He was getting to the tipping point.
It was,
He was
man.
getting to the 10% of the black population. And once you get to that tipping point, that is the point where you get the 90% to converge to the 10%.
Mm.
And he was getting there because guess what started to happen? Black women started to call in and saying, "You saved my marriage. You blah blah blah." He started getting props publicly from black women.
women.
And when that started happening, yeah,
You know,
murder him on
I
May.
mean-
We're gonna murder him on May 5th. The Black Boule number. Yeah, we're gonna. Yeah, I feel it.
that's not a road that I will
Future.
travel on ever again.
Why do you have an issue with Samuel?
I'm
though?
just said I'm not doing it.
No,
The
yeah,
same
seriously.
reason why most women do, bro.
I
With
just
the tone.
no. I thought he was harmful to. There's some rhetoric there that I just thought was harmful.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you this question.
We ain't got time because I'm not doing
No,
it.
no, not on no
Okay.
crazy shit, but just did you ever watch the 2-hour session?
No, not a full session. I couldn't stomach it. I felt like there's a way to do this without insulting people. I just don't like for people to speak. And maybe Lee says I'm coming from an emotional place. Other people have responded to the way that I've responded about him and said you are being emotional. I don't give a fuck. I'm an emotional person.
I don't think you're
I'm
emotional.
a woman. A person, a human with emotions. I'm a human being with
I don't
emotions.
think you're being emotional.
I think if it's counterproductive, we could be on this podcast and I could be cursing Lee back and forth, right? To get my point across. what the fuck is that gonna do? But cause him to be defensive, or vice versa. He could do the same to me. The points are still there, right? But instead of us speaking from a place of love and care, we're just hurling insults at each other.
Now watch how I wrap this back into it. Now you know how you just saying the female said she wanted the old school man back, who ain't gonna say much and blah blah blah. Well, what do you think that old school man is if he's trying to get us back together? He's Kevin Samuels. He's not caring about your feelings.
I don't think
he's not. I'm just saying.
You grew up with an old school man. So
my dad don't give a fuck about my feelings.
We have two different.
My dad told me every day you ugly.
You grew up with a dad, right? You had your dad in your house. He's an old school type of guy, right? Was he insulting?
Okay.
No, what I'm saying, right? Like, I understand there's a thing about not mincing words.
So also, I'm saying,
but you don't have to be mean. But I'm also saying the fact
that you never sat and watched a full
2 hours. I couldn't
stomach it. This is what I'm gonna say. From the way he start to where it gets to the 5-minute clips, is not even close to being the same. It's not even at all. Because nobody talks about Kevin Samuels when he used to go in on black men.
He says that. I don't like that either, though. That's what I'm saying.
But see, because
it's why it gotta be about what people like, though.
He asked me why I don't like the nigga, so I'm answering.
No, I hear that. I'm not saying that just towards you. I'm saying that towards anybody who's just like, I don't like when they say that. What is he saying?
Is what he's saying valid? Is basically what he's saying.
That's the only thing that matters.
Sometimes it is the messenger. You have to understand that too.
No. We talked about that too yesterday.
Sometimes it is the messenger.
Women,
y'all don't want to hear
because look, this is how women do. This is how women do. I want you to understand. Wait. I want you to understand.
Because y'all don't receive the same message from a woman that a man gives you because of the messenger too. Come on.
As a whole, no, we do not.
Exactly.
As a whole, no, we do not.
Like as a collective man, I could be saying the same thing that Lee is saying, but men will listen to Lee. Well, maybe not us because they think I'm more nigga than anything. But like me being a woman, the majority of men, I'll be like, Eb don't know what she's talking about, but at least say the same thing. They like, he right.
Depends on what you're talking about.
Because of the messenger.
But it depends on what we speaking of.
True. But also the messenger does matter as well.
Certain things, your opinion can hold weight, but because, let's say, we're specifically talking about a male problem,
it's like you don't have anything to
you really don't have
that too.
You just coming with your perspective.
Yeah.
We actually need a man to. You can't have women talking to men about how to be men.
Yeah.
So you have a man telling women what to do to get the men that they want.
If we can't have a woman telling a man how to be a man, then we shouldn't have a man telling women how to be women.
No. He wasn't telling them how to be women. He was telling them what they need to do in order to get the man that they want.
Right.
Now look, peep this. No, peep this.
Different.
Now peep this.
Okay.
Kevin Samuels was always respectful to the women until they got out of line. He never came at them with foul. No, you can, but you can't. But guess what?
I can't tell him what is out of line to him.
No, that's fine. But you can't, without a shadow of doubt, you can't prove it. You can't prove it. I can show you clip upon clip upon clip of when he started. Hello, ma'am. How are you? How old are you? Oh, I don't feel like disclosing my age, ma'am. This is what I do.
Ma'am.
How old are you?
Yeah.
Well, I ain't gonna do all that. Okay, well you can get off my line.
Right.
And then women, oh, why he saying like that? It's like,
I mean,
you just completely ignore how combative and unwilling this woman wants
understood.
to. But what I'm saying is, every time you saw those clips, that's how shit was going before it got to the clip part. Because guess what? The clip part was always of Kevin Samuels getting on them. It was never of the female barking on Kevin Samuels.
We had that too.
We love to paint the black man in the wrong light.
We don't love to do it.
Oh shit.
We do not love to do it.
No,
Who talking about Akon? Who talking about Akon 24/7? What the fuck he doing in Africa?
We know what Akon is doing in Africa.
I said who talking about it.
Why do we need to talk about it all the time?
Niggas are talking about Kanye,
all the
though.
time?
Niggas are talking about Jay-Z, though. Niggas talking about Beyonce, though.
They not talking about Kanye no more, or Jay-Z, or Beyonce until they do something.
Man, come on.
We're not going to keep repeating it every single time.
We love to talk about the bullshit.
We do.
With women, too.
We're not going to talk about how Akon created an entire water purifier for Africa, is building
We know. We've talked about it.
No. We know.
Right.
We ain't talking about it. We're not praising Akon.
No, I agree. It's not enough.
Niggas is not hashtag Akon.
No.
We like the drama. People like the drama, but it's not just about black. It's not just with black men. It's not. They do the same shit to the women. They do the same shit
I'm
to
not
the
on
women.
social media, so I
Okay,
I can only take from what I see.
I'm telling you, they do.
Uh-huh.
It's us
Okay.
as a collective. That's what I've always been saying. There is no separate. Well, black men have no. We all have the same fucking problem.
So why can't we come together?
I don't know, but we're at the 2, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, great. We did it. You have got to come back. You have got to
I'll
come
come
back
back next week. We can finish
You
next
have-
week.
Okay, that's
I'll be
fine.
here.
That's fine because I don't have anything planned.
I'll
All right,
be
this will be
here.
part 2.
Yeah. All
We can
right.
Add on to the shit.
There'll be a part 2 to this episode. So I'm not even gonna say bye to Bari or tell you to give your well, you don't do socials or whatever
I don't.
because you're coming back next week.
I don't do the socials.
Okay.
My brain can think.
All right. So next week, guys, if you want to hear us discuss something else with Bari, then send
Hey.
us.
Fucking
Send your questions in while he's still drinking his Seagrams. But yeah, thanks for listening to this.
And if anybody out there want to be a single mom, just want somebody to nut up in them, create a baby, you just want to have some good genes.
He's
We gonna
bullshit.
come out 6 feet on average.
Oh my
You know what I'm
God.
saying? We gonna be athletic as hell. I'm down to co-parent. If y'all trying to co-parent, out
Stop
here, you feel
it.
what I'm
That
saying?
is not you want.
I'm a good
That's
dude,
not
you
what
know
you
what I mean?
want. Stop.
We
That's
can co-parent.
He wants a kid, man.
anyway.
I done had enough women abort them. I'm tired of abortion.
Okay, time to go. Go follow us.
Floating out there in the Atlantic Ocean.
It's
Are we close to the Atlantic Ocean or is it Pacific? Which one
it's
is
the
it?
Atlantic.
Atlantic? Okay, cool. Atlantic slave trade.
WAAH podcast on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. Go, what's the shit? Subscribe or YouTube.
I'm a Magnum nigga.
And then go follow me at Obi-Wan Kenobi on Instagram and TikTok. Give them your
Obi-Wan
social.
Kenobi.
Follow me at Whiskey Lee _on the gram.
We'll see you next week.
And y'all can follow me at these motherfucking nuts.
Bye.